Welcome to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Back for game 2 of this 3-game series between your Piedmont College Lions and the Bulldogs from Adrian College. We saw a 14-inning marathon last night. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me is Presley Field. That game ended by a score of 4-3 with the sophomore A.J. Miranda putting a go-ahead run in the left home run in the left center field and winning the game by a score of 4-3. On the mound today for the Lions of Peyton Irvin. The young man has only had one start all season, 8 innings strong, no one runs, 1 run allowed in the third game against Bell Haven down there in Mississippi. Presley, we're all in the same class with him. Peyton, a sophomore here at Piedmont, and he's been strong ever since he stepped on the campus here at Piedmont College.
Yeah, that's for sure. Peyton Irvin is something special. Haversham native came here to Piedmont College. He's looking to recreate his success that he's had his earlier start this year and dating back to last season.
Looking on the other side for the Bulldogs, saw a lot of good play last night. The best player, though, in the lineup, the only man with a multi-hit game for the Bulldogs would be the 9-hole hitter Ty Peck. Peck went 2 for 5 yesterday evening. Had an absolute web gem out there in center field, Press.
Yeah, he made a great play out there in center field, diving to catch that ball. Actually, looked like he dropped it first again, but yeah, he made an incredible play out there in center. Also had a great day to play.
New Division III baseball rankings came out. Adrian College, who in the preseason were ranked number 22, now ranked 19th in the nation. So your Piedmont Lions facing off against the number 19th ranked Adrian Bulldogs this afternoon. We're going to take a break here, go to the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and first pitch. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Got the starting lineups here today for the Lions and the Bulldogs from Adrian College. Preston first. 3-1 Adrian Bulldogs. What are they rolling with today? They're starting 9. Starting at seen a lot of the familiar names we seen last night in that starting 9 this afternoon here for the Bulldogs. 4 from Piedmont College Lions. Leading off playing left field, Tyler Sheely. Batting second behind the plate, Kyle Jesus. Batting third, playing second, Jack Martuski. Batting cleanup and playing first, James Whitmer. Starting in center field, batting fifth, Carter Ballstaff. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, Scott Ryan. Batting seventh and playing third base, Connor Jelly. Playing in right, batting eighth, Zach Swindell. And making his first start of the season this season, the designated hitter batting ninth, Harrison Treywick. And on the mound for your Piedmont Lions, Peyton Irvin, known as P1 to his teammates, highlighted him this season. Only made the lone start down there in Belhaven against the Blazers. 8 innings, 1 run allowed, none earned. And that's what he's done so far. Making his first home start of his sophomore campaign. Habersham County native staying at home for college. First pitch this afternoon. It's going to be a ball outside. First pitch here, March the 2nd, 2021. 3:01 p.m. local time here in Denver, Georgia. 1-0 delivery. Miller sends that one out to short. Lyon makes a diving play on the left side of that infield over there at short, but he gets through that 6.5 hole. Miller will lead off the game with a single. He had 1 hit last night. That is his second hit of the series. Now stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, Tristan Richardson. We saw Richardson come in yesterday evening, the 5th-year senior, a utility player. Started in right yesterday evening as well as coming in to pitch as well. He takes a hack at that one. It'll be foul tip into De Jesus' mitt for strike number 1. Richardson 0 for 4 at the plate yesterday evening with 2 walks, a strikeout, and he also got caught stealing. He's got to take another hack. Irvin's off speed. Looks like a curveball there, Press.
Yeah, he always uses that fastball, curveball mix. He's got a decent changeup. It's not what he usually throws as often as
0-2 delivery here just off the plate, and that would be ball number 1. And we're going to work to count to 1 ball and 2 strikes to the 5th-year senior Richardson. Richardson on the mound yesterday evening pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, allowed 1 run, none earned, walked 2 Lions, and struck out 4 Lions. He's going to take another fastball off the plate. That would give him to count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. You were not able to tune in last night. You guys missed an incredible baseball game, a 14-inning marathon, and the Bulldogs able to just edge out the Lions 4-3. Irvin puts a curveball in the dirt there, and that will run the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes here. Full count here. Miller on first. Richardson at the plate. Irvin will check Miller over there at first. Gets back in time. Temperature at first pitch here in Denver, Georgia. Partly cloudy. 46 degrees. Pretty cool here. As Irvin sends a change up there on the full count. We'll do the 3-2 tango yet again to Richardson. The Lions in those white jerseys with the green pinstripes, and the Bulldogs in their gray and black away uniforms. Adrian Bulldogs all the way up in Michigan. Made the trip down here to the southeast. Now Jesus will drop that one. That will be strikeout number 1 and out number 1 here in today's game. Step up to the plate here for the Bulldogs. The left fielder, Gunnar Rainey. Rainey started behind the plate last night. As at the plate, he went 1 for 5 with a double and a walk. And he sends a rocket out to left field. It will stay fair down the line. Shealy will round it off. And Rainey will get in at second with his second double of the series. Miller able to be held up at third. 2 runners in scoring position now, and here steps up the cleanup hitter, Brady Wood.
Already seen a lot more offense than we did early on yesterday.
Yeah, not a lot of offense last night. The starting pitchers out there, Frederick and Carpenter, respectively for the Bulldogs and for the Lions, pitched great ball, only giving up 2 earned runs each, both in 7 innings of work. 1 out here, 2 runners in scoring position. Irvin sends the first pitch fastball for a strike. That will be fouled up and out of play up near the Piedmont tennis courts. Not as many spectators as we saw last night, with it being a day game at all, but the spectators still have a few family members out in the crowd. If you want to come to a Piedmont athletic event, go to PiedmontLions.com. Check out that spectator policy before you make the trip to Demarest. 0-1 delivery from Irvin. It's going to be off of the plate there. Now you want to count it 1 ball and 1 strike here to the 5th-year senior, Brady Wood.
One thing with Piedmont pitching staff is we are going to come after you with strikes. I think Adrian figured that out in last night's ball game. They're coming out here with strikes.
One's going to be lined out there to shortstop. Lyon, he catches it, and that is an all-important out number 2. Here steps up the third baseman, sophomore Angel Gutierrez. Sophomore also got to start at third base yesterday evening as well. Gutierrez last night went 0 for 6 at the plate with 4 strikeouts. He will take ball number 1 there. That would be a 1-0 count. Miller on first, led off the game with a single. Rainey on second. He got a 1-out double. And now Gutierrez at the plate. Sends that one to the left side of infield line. Makes a backhanded grab. Throws it over there to the first. Whitmer with a good dig and stretch over there. Gets out number 3. Peyton Irvin gives up 2 hits in the top half of the first. No, Bulldogs able to come across here. Headed to the bottom half of the first inning. Still all knotted up at 0-0. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Back here, bottom half of the first inning. tell us the starter for today's game for the Bulldogs there, Press.
On the mound today for the Bulldogs, we got Andrew Giorno, and he has, in his freshman season, he made 4 appearances, pitched 7 1/3 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, gave up 3 walks with 8 strikeouts. Sophomore season had a 1 appearance, did not register an inning pitched, but gave up an earned run, and last season had an appearance on the mound, pitched 1 inning, gave up 2 earned runs, striking out 1. This season.
Giorno on the mound, Johnson behind the plate, Valentine at first, Wood at second, Miller at short, Gutierrez at third, left to right in that Bulldogs outfield, Rainey in left, Peck in center, and Richardson in right. 1, 2, 3 due up for the Lions, leading us off the left fielder, Tyler Sheely. Sheely, who has led off every single game for the Lions thus far. Last night he was 0 for 2 at the plate with a walk and a hit by pitch. He's going to take the first pitch there for ball number 1 here to start the home half of the first inning. Press, you mentioned there earlier in the broadcast, seeing a lot higher pace baseball. What do the Lions have to do this afternoon to be able to jump up and get some runs early in this ball game?
I think what they got to do is the same thing that Adrian did just in that last half inning. You got to jump on this pitcher early, and swing at good pitches early on in the counts because they're going to attack you with strikes.
That one will bounce in the dirt there. Sheely will get ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike here.
When you start facing better pitching staffs and you continue to play baseball, pitchers are going to get better. They're going to get better with their command and their intent with their pitches. So look for them to swing it early on.
2-1 delivery from Giorno, and Sheely will check his swing ever so slightly there, and he will go around. That way you don't have to count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Giorno, a junior, on the mound today for the Bulldogs. 2-2 delivery off the plate. That will run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one's going to be up and in. Called strike number 3 to Sheely there. And that will be out number 1 here in the home half of the first inning. Now stepping up to the plate, the catcher, Kyle DeJesus. DeJesus 1 for 5 yesterday evening. He was able to draw 2 walks, and he scored 1 of the 3 Piedmont Lions runs. He will take strike number 1 there. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here to the senior backstop. So far this season, DeJesus, 296, 8 hits, 8 runs, 5 RBIs. Takes a curveball there, and that will be called strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes here. The Lions 4-3 on the season through 7 games played, and the Bulldogs 3-1 through 4 games played. 0-2 delivery from Giorno to DeJesus. DeJesus takes that one in the dirt, and he'll battle back in the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Giorno's pitching exclusively out of the stretch today.
Interesting notice, he has pitched most of his career out of relief. Pretty interesting. That's probably where he's most comfortable starting from there, as he evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Might be going with the opener role today.
Maybe so. 2-2 delivery to DeJesus. A curveball off the plate there. That's going to run the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Head coach Craig Rainey of the Adrian Bulldogs in his 28th season at Adrian College. A lot of experience over there in that first base dugout. Giorno will put his first base runner on of the day. Is DeJesus, who was able to draw 2 walks yesterday evening, draws his first one of today's contest. Now stepping up to the plate, the 5th-year senior second baseman Jack Bart Luski. Bart Luski was 1 for 5 in yesterday's contest, also able to draw a walk as well. And he hit an absolute liner up the middle, Presley. It was screaming as it went over the second base bag.
Seems like every time Jack makes contact with the ball, it's coming off the barrel pretty hard. I'm not sure what his exit velocity is, but I'm sure it's up there.
Love some of those next-gen analytics here, if we could get those. Sun is seeming to pop out here a little bit in Demorest as Bart Luski sends that one up to shoot to the left side of infield. The third baseman, the shortstop, and the left fielder all came in on it. It's going to be the left fielder, Gunnar Rainey, who catches out number 2. Now stepping up to the plate, the cleanup hitter, James Whitmer. The first baseman was 1 for 2 in yesterday's contest. He had the lone 2 RBIs, as those are the only 2 runs that were batted in. The other run, the third run, being scored off of an error. Whitmer also able to draw 2 walks in yesterday's contest. Whitmer will take a first or second pitch strike there. Yes, we'll take a first pitch strike. Excuse me, no balls, 1 strike to the sophomore first baseman. And Giorno seeming to work off a lot of his off-speed stuff here early, Press.
Yeah, his fastball might not be what's the most comfortable for him right now. And like you said, it looks like he's going off that breaking ball so far.
That will be taken in the dirt there, even up to count of 1 ball and 1 strike. If you're just joining us here in the bottom half of the first inning, top of the first, Thomas Miller led off the game with a single, and then Gunnar Rainey with a 1-out double came to no oblige. Peyton Irvin able to hold the Bulldogs at bay. DeJesus with a late steal attempt, and he is thrown out at second base. He started running after the ball had hit the mitt, and he was dead in the water as that third out will end the first inning. Going to the top of the second here, game still knotted up at 0-0. You are listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Starting the top half of the second inning here. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me, Presley Field. 6, 7, 8 due up here in the away half of the second inning. Leading us off, the designated hitter, A.J. Miranda, the hero in last night's contest. Sent a 14th inning homer over that left field wall and was able to give the Bulldogs the run they needed there and give them the win by a score of 4-3. Miranda will look at that pitch. It's going to even count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, with Adrian coming out, swinging the bat, getting 2 hits early on, it's worth noting, Piedmont, we set the program's single-game strikeout record with 25.
25 strikeouts yesterday evening, and Irvin will throw another one there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the sophomore Miranda. 1-2 delivery Miranda swings through that one, and that's another strikeout. Number 2 on the day for Peyton Irvin. First out here in the top half of the second. Now steps up the 7-hole hitter, sophomore Aaron Valentine. Valentine also made an appearance in last night's game. He was 1 for 1 at the plate as he was a late inning pinch hitter. Valentine watches the first pitch curveball for a strike. No balls and 1 strike here to the sophomore. Valentine, a sophomore from Usland, Ohio. So he rolls over that one down the left field line. It will go foul. And that Lions bullpen will gather that ball. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here.
Wind's blowing pretty hard out there. See the flag.
You look at that big American flag out there in right center field. It's blowing in.
Yeah.
If you look at it out there, that might limit some home runs for both teams today with the wind blowing in, not blowing out. Valentine hits that one up in the zone. Fill it on the line over there to third base. Jelly will catch out number 2. First 2 hitters of the inning retired in order. Now stepping up to the plate will be the 8-hole hitter, number 7 catcher Dylan Johnson. Johnson did not appear in last night's ball game, starting behind the plate in game 2 here this afternoon. He will take that first pitch for a ball. Johnson on the season so far has appeared in 3 games. He is 0 for 6 with an RBI and 2 walks. He will take that one and out. Will run the count to 2 balls. No strikes here. Dylan Johnson, the junior catcher from Ontario, Canada, sends that one to the left side of the infield. Jelly out of the outreach of his glove in the left field for the 3rd hit of the ball game for the Bulldogs. Now stepping up the 9-hole hitter, starting center fielder, senior Ty Peck. Ty Peck 2 for 5 at the plate yesterday evening. Peck, the only Bulldog with a multi-hit game. We mentioned him in the pregame show there, Press. He also has a very, very good glove out there in center field.
Yeah, made an incredible play late in the game last night to end that particular inning.
Jelly playing in on the edge of the infield grass. Irvin throws that one in the dirt. DeJesus pops up. That'll put the count at 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here. Around the diamond we go here. Behind the plate, DeJesus first base, James Whitmer second base, Jack Bartlewski shortstop, Scott Lyon third base, Connor Jelly left to right in your outfield, Tyler Shealy, Carter Ballstad, and Zach Swindell. Irvin will check Johnson over there at first. He's able to get back safely. And even though Peyton Irvin has given up 3 hits through the first time of the lineup, just about with the 9-hole hitter, Peck at the plate, as Peck will roll over that one down the left field line, and it will go foul. We've seen him make quick work of these batters.
As he usually does, he doesn't get too flustered with base hits like that. If you're going to give up a hit, something through the 5-6 hole, it's going to happen.
But what you can 2 to 3 hits through there.
But what you can do after the fact with base runners on, he's a great competitor on the mound, so usually doesn't faze him.
Yeah, that 1-1 fastball will be fouled up and out of play to those Piedmont tennis courts. That'll run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to the senior center fielder. 2 hits in the top of the first, a hit here in the top half of the second. The Lions have had 1 base runner reach, no hits, no errors, no runs for either team thus far. That one's sent right back to Irvin on the mound. He'll run over and underhanded over there to Whitmer at first. Irvin able to hold the Bulldogs scoreless through 2. See if that Lions offense can hang one on the board. Going to the bottom half of the second, you're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me, the best color man in D3 baseball, Presley Field. Time to start the home half of the second inning. 4, 5, 6 due up for the Lions. Leading us off here, James Whitmer. He was at the plate in the bottom of the first. DeJesus reached via the walk and then thrown out at second. So Whitmer will again lead us off here to start this inning. Whitmer on the season so far, able to drive in 2 runs yesterday evening. He is 4 for 24 on the season with 5 RBIs. Takes a first pitch curveball there for strike number 1. And we noticed there in the first inning, for the exception of DeJesus, Giorno has great command out there on the mound so far and is also working exclusively almost off-speed pitches there, Presley.
Yeah, most relievers do have a decent breaking ball or a changeup or something off-speed that usually gets swings and misses. And he's throwing all those early. He's throwing his breaking balls early in the count, and it's helping him get ahead of hitters. And then we'll see what he does here on 0-2. But he might go back to that fastball.
Yeah, Giorno making his first career start today as Whitmer fouls that one back into the net. We'll do the 0-2 tango yet once more. Giorno, a junior on the Bulldogs roster, all the way from Clawton, Michigan. Went to Royal Oak High School. 0-2 delivery there. Whitmer sends one out to shortstop. Miller fields it, throws it to first. And a great stretch over there by Valentine will get out number 1. Now stepping up to the plate for the Lions, center fielder Carter Ballstadt. Ballstadt leads the team in batting average this season with an average of .387. He also has 1 dinger on the year with 8 RBIs as well. Ballstadt also a pitcher, through 3 innings last night, giving up 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and he struck out 7 Bulldogs in his 3 innings of work. He takes strike number 1 there from Giorno. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the home half of the second inning. Ballstadt, a junior here at Piedmont College, attended Lambert High School. He rolls over that one down the left field line. It will go foul into the Lions dugout. And again, Giorno will start a hitter, no balls and 2 strikes, getting ahead early here to these Lions hitters, Presley.
Yeah, he's done a really great job so far with his command, with the breaking balls. It's really putting him in a good spot to get ahead of these hitters and really kind of throw whatever he feels like throwing.
That one's ripped down the left field line. It stays fair. Hangs just inside that line. Ballstadt with good speed. We'll have a stand-up double here. 2 strikes, Ballstadt able to find his pitch, and the Lions are cooking with biscuits and gravy as a runner in scoring position, and now stepping up to the plate, the shortstop, Scott Lyon. Scotty Lyon had a game last night. The sophomore from Weston, Connecticut, went 3 for 5 yesterday evening with 3 hard-hit singles into the outfield.
Yeah, Scotty had a great game last night. Really barreled up the baseballs. Put some good swings on the ball.
He already has 2 infield assists already this afternoon. Ballstadt with the first hit of the day for the Lions. Lyon will take that inside fastball for ball number 1. If you're just joining us here in the bottom half of the second inning, the Bulldogs able to get 2 hits in the top of the first, 1 hit in the top of the second. That has led to no runs. The Lions with a base runner in the form of DeJesus walk in the bottom half of the first. And now Ballstadt with a double here in the bottom of the second with a runner in scoring position. And now Scott Lyon at the plate. Definitely in a hitter's count here. 2 balls, no strikes to the sophomore shortstop. Lyon has had back-to-back 3-hit games. 6 for 11 in his last 2 games there as he takes the first strike of the at-bat. 2 balls, 1 strike here.
Yeah, what I really liked about Scott's swings last night is he was hitting the pitch where it was thrown. You know, he hit a couple base hits out to right field. Yeah, and that's really good to see moving forward.
2-1 delivery from Giorno. on the way. Lyon takes that one up and inside. It will be called a ball there. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And on deck is junior Connor Jelly. Waiting on deck here for the Lions. Junior third baseman had 2 hits in his own right in that 14-inning contest last night. Lyon waiting on a 3-1. He gets a hold of one, but will foul it back and out of play here, as that will run the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes here, 1 out, home half of the 2nd inning. Lyon has had a hit, at least 1 hit in 5 of the 7 games played this season for the Lions, as he is hitting 357 on the season. Full count pitch will be bounced in the dirt, and that'll be ball number 4. Scott Lyon takes a nice troll down under first base. And now junior third baseman, number 35, Connor Jelly, will step up to the plate. Jelly thus far hitting .348 on the season. He's 8 for 23 with 5 RBIs. In last night's contest, he was able to go 2 for 5. Able to put together an infield single and an outfield single, sending one into left field. Double steal is on. Ballstat will be safe at third. Ballstat with some speed out there at second, able to steal third easily. Line now up at second. 2 ducks on the pond. Both are in scoring position. And Connor Jelly with a perfect opportunity here. I'm not sure what the call is there. They're sending both of the runners back. They're calling interference on Jelly in the batter's box. I'm not so sure I agree with that call there, Presley Field.
I don't really know how the rules in that work, but I mean, it's not Jelly's responsibility to step out of the way for him to throw the baseball. That's all I know.
Well, a great call there by the coaching staff will be negated, as the Lion now still at first. Ballstat at second. Giorno delivers the 1-0. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Before the call was called back, I was going to highlight Carter Speed out there on second. He's a taller guy with some speed out there, allowing him to reach out and just get under that tag over there at third base.
Yeah, Ballstat 6'5", one of the taller, if not the tallest players on this year's Lions squad. 1-1 delivery from Giorno. A curveball that will be called a ball. That will run the count to 2 balls and 1 strike here. Jelly still has a good opportunity in a hitter's count to drive in the first run of today's game. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, home half of the second. Ballstat reached via a 1-out double. Lion on the first after a 1-out walk. 2-1 delivery. They're sending him again. That one will bounce in the dirt in the left field. Ballstat will easily be safe at home. Jelly doesn't even have to put one into the field of play, as the Lions are able to score their first run here in the home half of the second. 1-0. The Lions will strike first here at Loudermilk Field. Bad throw out there into left field. Skipped right under Gutierrez's glove out there at third. Lion advances to second on the play. Jelly still at the plate here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Giorno looks to check back. Lion never does. Jelly will call time and step out of the box here, recompose the situation. Back-to-back guys from up north is Connor Jelly from Monrovia, Indiana. He waits on the 2-2, sends one up to shoot. It'll be the left side. Center fielder, shortstop, left fielder all closing in on it. Peck will call the 2 other defenders off for the Bulldogs and catches out number 2. Now stepping up to the plate, the 9-hole hitter, 5th-year senior right fielder, Zach Swindell. DJ Swindy as we like to call him here on the broadcast. 1 for 3 yesterday evening. He was also able to score a run. Swindy was the guy able to get the first hit yesterday for the Lions in last night's contest. The 8-hole hitter, Swindell usually bats 9th, but is batting 8th today. He will hold up on that one as that ball bounces in the dirt. And that will be 1 ball, no strikes here to the 5th-year senior right fielder. Swindell attended Northgate High School, Sharpsburg, Georgia. Having a pretty good season. Swindy, 3 for 15 on the season thus far. Waits on the 1-0 delivery, up and out of the zone. That's going to run the count to 2 balls and no strikes here. 2 outs here, home half of the second. Ballstat stole third base, wild throw out in the left field. He was able to score. Lyon also on the double steal on second. Ballstat with the only hit so far this afternoon with a 1-out double here in the home half of the second. Lyon is going to get caught in a rundown here. Gutierrez has it, fires back to second. Will then throw it to Thomas Wilson over the Thomas Miller at short. And Lyon will be tagged out, as that will end inning number 2. Headed to the top half of the 3rd inning, the Lions able to strike first here, 1-0. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Brett Loftus alongside me. Presley Field starting the top half of the 3rd inning. Back to the top of the lineup for the Bulldogs. Thomas Miller, 1 for 1 with a single thus far in today's game. He will take that one as that will run the count to 2 balls and no strikes here to the senior shortstop.
That was a huge insurance run back in that last inning to give Peyton some room to work here.
I wouldn't even call that an insurance run.
Well, yeah.
More of some run support than some more.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, need some more run support. He will need some insurance, though, later on in this game. Hopefully the Lions bats can stay hot. Irvin able to fight back in the count here. 3 balls, 1 strike here in the top half of the 3rd inning. That one sent out to left field. Sheely back. It will stay in the yard on the warning track. Sheely throws it back in. Lyon, the cutoff man, will catch it. And Miller, 2 for 2 today. Halfway to the cycle, a single and a double. And now the Bulldogs are cooking with biscuits and gravy, as now the right fielder, Tristan Richardson, will step back up to the plate. He's over one of the strikeout looking thus far in this afternoon's game. And it seems like P1 out there on the mound is getting teed up more than usual today, Presley.
Well, the only issue I'm seeing with him so far is he's getting behind in counts, and when you're playing in college baseball, that's really the difference maker up at the plate, is having count leverage. And so far, that's what's been killing him so far, giving up the 4 hits so far with that runner out on second. You just got to stay ahead in the count.
And he will get ahead in the count here. Starts Richardson out with a strike. Irvin will step off, and that will run the count. Well, that will keep the count at no balls and 1 strike. No outs here, top half of the third. Carter Ballstadt got the only hit of the game so far for the Lions, which was a double in the bottom of the second. Able to steal third. Wild throw out in the left field. He was able to come home on that. That's how the only run of the game has been scored thus far. Lions on top 1-0 here in the top half of the third inning. Irvin throws the ball there, 1-1 delivery. Up and away. That will be called a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs here to the 5th-year senior Tristan Richardson, 2-way player. If you did not get to join us last night, started in right field just as he is today. Also came in 2 innings of work as a reliever there in extra innings. He gets a hold of 1. It's up in the air, and it will be up and out of play down there in the Lions baseball indoor facility. That will count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Thomas Miller out there on second. 2 for 2 thus far. Senior shortstop. That one will be rolled over down the right field line and foul. We'll do the 2-2 tango yet once more here. Irvin and Richardson.
Yeah, for Peyton to go deep in this ball game, moving forward, he's got to continue to get ahead in counts. He can't keep going in these deep counts, these 2-2 counts, 3-2 counts. He's got to put these hitters away quick and fast like he usually does.
Peyton Irvin still has not had an earned run yet this season through just 10 innings of work, 8 innings, now 2+ today. Richardson sends that one into the backstop there as the count will stay even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 tango yet for the 3rd time in this at-bat. Two delivery on the way from Irvin. Ringed him up! Peyton Irvin with a big strikeout there for out number 1 here. Now stepping up to the plate, the 5th-year senior left fielder Gunnar Rainey. Rainey 1 for 1 today with a double as well. 5th-year senior is an outfielder, started behind the plate last night for the Bulldogs. Irvin trying to pitch out of some trouble here. First pitch to Rainey will absolutely paint the outside part of the plate there. Feel like I'm watching Ty Pennington on Extreme Home Makeover right there. Absolutely painted the outside corner for strike number 1. Oh, 1 delivery sent out to shortstop Lyon. Lyon makes a great play, comes up with it. Good throw to first. Out number 2. Miller will advance. He's at third. 2 outs. Now stepping up to the plate to clean up hitter second baseman Brady Wood. Wood is 0 for 1 with a ground out thus far in this afternoon's contest. Extreme Home Makeover Edition, though. Back to that, Press. Did you ever watch that show?
I did not. I watched, I forget what it's called, but Chip and Joanna Gaines.
Yes.
My mom watches that show. I forget what it's called. Might just be Chip and Joanne.
Yeah, out to all of our parents and Lion supporters at home who watched home makeover shows. That's a good makeover there as Irvin will yet again pitch out of trouble. Ground out to first, unassisted. Whitmer steps on first to end the top half of the 3rd inning. Heading to the home half of the 3rd. Lions still on top, 1-0. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here at Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me, Presley Field, home half of the third inning. 8-9-1 due up here for the Lions. Leading us off, right fielder Zach Swindell. Both the bottom half of the first and the second both ended in a caught stealing there on the cardinal rules of baseball, not to get the third out on the base paths. That's how the first and the second home halves have ended for the Lions. Swindell takes a hack at that one, as that will be strike number one. Giorno working in his third inning of work. Pitched pretty well thus far, only giving up one hit to the Lions. Has walked two, one strikeout as well. Swindell sends one to the right side of infield. It will get through. Zach Swindell will lead off the third inning with a single. The Lions with a base runner on. And here steps up the designated hitter, junior Harrison Trawick. His teammates like to call him Harry. As on the season thus far, he's played in 2 games, 1 at bat. He does not have a hit thus far. Trawick, a 2-year starter at shortstop, making his first start of the season today as the designated hitter. Swindell will take off over there at first. Trawick swings through it. Swindell will swipe the bag. That was a strike to Trawick. No balls, 1 strike, no outs. But Swindell gets the Lions a runner in scoring position, as again the Lions are cooking with little grease this time. A little grease and bacon out there. As Swindell on second, Trawick at the plate. Trawick last season, a .292 hitter, had 19 hits. That one is sent up and out of play near the Piedmont tennis courts, as that will be strike number 2 here to the junior designated hitter.
Yeah, Swindy showing off that speed, swiping the second base bag. He's really dangerous when he gets on base. Wouldn't be surprised if he decided to take third at any point this inning.
Trawick also hit 2 homers last season with 12 RBIs. Curveball there from Giorno, and that will be strike number 3. Out number 1 here in the home half of the third. Back to the top of the lineup we go. Senior left fielder Tyler Sheely. Sheely struck out looking to lead off the game for the Lions. If you're just joining us here in the home half of the third inning, 1 run has come across for the Lions. Carter Ballstat able to score, able to swipe third, and then score off a wild throw from the catcher. The lone run scored in today's game. Lions on top 1-0 here. Up and out of the zone there. Ball number 1 to Sheely. Zach Swindell out there on second, able to put a single through the right side of the infield and then swipe the second base bag. That's how he ended up there on second base. 1-0 delivery from Giorno on the way. Sometime today. There it goes. Up and out of the zone there. That will be 2 balls and no strikes to the senior left fielder, Tyler Sheely. Sheely, who always has a good approach up there, has some great plate discipline, Presley.
He does. That's why he bats in that leadoff spot and has for the past 7 games. So we'll see what he does here on the 2-0 count.
2-0 delivery. It will be a strike on the outer half of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike to Sheely. And what do you want from your leadoff hitter? Well, you want him to get on base, most importantly. And out of all qualifiers, Sheely has a .500 on-base percentage to lead this year's Lions squad through 7 ball games. 2-1 delivery from Giorno. Up and away out of the zone there. As Sheely would get ahead in the count here. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Sheely's a very smart hitter up at the plate. He's not going to swing in anything that he doesn't constitute would be a strike in his mind. So it makes him a great hitter and puts him in great situations to get on base as well as to swing the bat.
Sheely leading the team also in walks this year with 8 thus far. He takes that one and make it 9 walks on the year for Sheely, as now runners on first and second, and the senior backstop stepping up to the plate. Kyle DeJesus. DeJesus does not have an at-bat thus far. A plate appearance as he drew a walk in his first at-bat and then caught stealing to end the home half of the first inning. It's good to see DeJesus back out there this season, Presley, as he had an injury-shortened 2020 season, as it was a COVID-shortened season, but DeJesus had a shorter season even than that.
Yeah, he's come back out here, done really well at the plate. He always does well at the backstop. So, like you said, it's really good to see him out here playing well early on.
He takes strike number one there from Giorno. No balls, one strike, one out here. Home half for the second. Swindell with a single and a stolen base out there on second. Sheely with a walk on first. 2 ducks on the pond for the Lions. That curveball does not curve, as that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike here. The Lions' first 3 hitters having a lot of veteran leadership. Senior, and then a 5th-year senior. Your 1, 2, 3 hitters is 5th-year senior Jack Bartlewski on deck for the Lions. 1-1 delivery. Swindell is going down there at third. Another throw down the line. Swindell will come home with no throws. Sheely will steal second, advance to third on the throw. And now 2 wild throws from the backstop. Dylan Johnson has put 2 Lions runs on the board today. The Lions are now up 2-0 here in the home half of the third inning. In Presley Field, we talk all the time in basketball about unforced mistakes, and we've seen 2 unforced mistakes lead to 2 runs here for the Lions thus far today.
Yeah, historically Piedmont's been really good on the base paths, really good at stealing bags. So when he got a great jump right there, and that's the reason why he was able to swipe that bag. But if you're the catcher, you can't rush yourself and make an errant throw like that. It costs you runs. It costs him 2 now.
DeJesus sends that one up and out of play, as that will now do the 1-2 tango yet again. 1 out. Sheely swipes second, advances to third on the throw. And honestly, that one went off of Gutierrez's glove, so I don't know if that's a bad throw or couldn't get the transfer. But either way, down the left field line it went, and Swindell scores to make it 2-0. That curveball will be in the left-handed batter's box, so that even up the count here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Lions have 2 hits on the day, and both of those guys who got those 2 hits are also the 2 runs scored. Ballstat with a double. Swipes third, comes home on a bad throw. Swindell with a single, swipes second and third, and then comes home on a bad throw. And that's how we are up 2-0 here. Lions on top early. That one is up and away. DeJesus with some great plate discipline himself. Already with 1 walk this afternoon. Runs the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jack Bartlewski stands in the shadows there on deck. Full count delivery from Giorno. That will be out of the zone. The second walk today for DeJesus. That's exactly how he started yesterday's game. 2 walks and 2 plate appearances. Same way today. Now stepping up, number 6, 5th-year second baseman, Jack Bartlewski. Bartlewski 0 for 1 today with a flyout. And Presley, I know we mention this every broadcast, but you got to bring it up. And he's going to end up hitting one out here. Jack Bartlewski has a lot of pop in that bat out there.
He does, like I mentioned. Like I mentioned before, every ball that he hits is hard contact.
And that's hard contact out the left field. The left fielder's retreating. Makes a great tumbling play. Sheely will tag up from third. DeJesus will tag up from first and be safe. The Lions strike again. 3-0 here. 2 runs scored in the bottom half of the third inning. Cleanup hitter, first baseman James Whitmer now steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. And we've seen Bartlewski in crucial situations as a 5th-year senior. He just puts it in the outfield and gets a sac fly and an RBI, and that's all you needed from him there.
Yeah, what I've learned from Jack being in this lineup, he's going to do his job, and he did it right there. And left fielder made a great play, but did his job and scored the run on third.
First pitch strike there on the outer half of the plate to the sophomore first baseman, Whitmer. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. For just joining us, the Lions have played small ball here early and been able to capitalize on the Bulldogs' errors. Carter Ballstat with a double swipe third, then comes home on a wild throw. Swindell with a single swipe second and third, comes home on a wild throw. And then Jack Bartlewski, a sac fly and an RBI, brings home Tyler Sheely. And that's how the Lions are up 3-0 against the number 19th ranked nationally, Adrian Bulldogs. Whitmer falls behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes here. 2 outs, DeJesus at second. Giorno 0-2 delivery, as that one is fouled up and over us here in the press box. And that will roll behind the press box here as we'll do the 0-2 tango yet once more. And it's not often you see, I know we're still early in this ball game, the Lions have 3 runs on 2 hits. So they have scored more runs than they have hits thus far, Presley Field.
Yeah, they've capitalized on Adrian's mistakes so far, which is what you got to do in baseball. You got to take what you can get. So,
0-2 delivery right back up the middle. Goes off Giorno's glove. Whitmer will hustle it out. No throw. Infield single there by James Whitmer. Just as I say that, now they're equal. 3 hits and 3 runs. And look who's stepping up to the plate. Carter Ballstat, the center fielder, 1 for 1 today with a double, and also has scored 1 of those 3 Piedmont runs. He also has a stolen base as he stole third and then came home on the wild pitch. He has a chance to get his first RBI today. DeJesus on third, reached via a walk, tagged up to second, and then advanced on that single by Whitmer. Ballstat takes strike number 1 there, 0-1 count, 2 outs. Junior center fielder at the plate. Ballstat with 8 RBIs on the season. He takes that one. That will even up the count at 1-1. Ballstat, 8 RBIs on the season, is team leading right now. He also has 18 total bases, which also leads the Lions thus far. Ballstat also leads the team with 3 doubles as well. Ballstat having a great 2021 campaign so far, as he also struck out 7 in 3 innings of work on the mound last night. Carter Ballstat, the do-it-all utility man from Gainesville, Georgia, has a 2-1 count out there right now, 2 outs. Giorno trying to get his command back together. That one's on the outer part of the plate. Ballstat gets a piece of it back into the net, and that'll run the count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So deuce is wild for the first time in this afternoon's contest. We had a record last night, 11 deuce is wilds, which granted a 14-inning contest, you kind of expect that, but 2-2 delivery from Giorno. Curveball down. That one sent out to right center field, and the right fielder will get his nose under it. Tristan Richardson catches out number 3. Lions able to get 2 across there in the home half of the third. Head to the 4th inning. 3-0. Lions on top. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Top half of the fourth inning. Getting ready to start up here. Peyton Irvin still out there on the mound, working 3 innings strong here. No runs, giving up 4 hits to the Bulldogs. The Lions, 3 runs on 3 hits and no errors thus far. Stepping up to the plate, third baseman, number 19, Angel Gutierrez. He will watch strike number 1 there to start the fourth inning. Gutierrez 0 for 1 this afternoon with a ground out. That will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. One-to-one delivery from Irvin, fouled off to the backstop there. Irvin will get ahead in the count, 1 ball, 1 strike here. And Presley, as P1 settles in to this game, what has he done better than he did early on in the first 3 innings?
Well, starting out that last inning, he had a couple base runners get on, but he dialed it in and got ahead of hitters.
That one's hit up in the air, and that will be out of play. We'll do the 1-2 tango yet once more, as you were saying there, Press.
And he's starting this batter off 1-2 as well. It really gives him a lot of room to throw whatever pitch he wants, and it puts him in a great position to be successful.
Definitely getting in those pitchers' counts, get ahead in the count here. 1-2 delivery, ring him up! Peyton Irvin starts out the top half of the fourth here with a strikeout and out number 1. Now stepping up to the plate here, the hero from last night's contest, designated hitter A.J. Miranda. Miranda 0 for 1 with a strikeout thus far. Hit that home run in the 14th inning last night to give the Bulldogs the win. A 4.5-hour contest here at Loudermilk Field yesterday. It was truly a marathon, if I have to say so myself, as Irvin will start Miranda off 1-0 here.
It's one for the ages.
One for the ages, that's for sure. 1-0 delivery down to third base, and the third base coach for the Bulldogs will catch that one, even up to count 1 ball, 1 strike. We'd just like to thank all of those who reached out via Twitter and social media. We did see all of your tweets and good comments, positive comments. We appreciate all the love for Presley and I and our entire staff here at Piedmont College Athletics. Irvin will fall behind in the count here, 2 balls and 1 strike here and 1 out. I also want to give a shout out to all those watching and supporting the Adrian College Bulldogs today up there in Michigan. Irvin will even up the count there at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the sophomore A.J. Miranda. Sun popping out a little bit more here. It's a bit of a gloomy day to start off in the first inning. Sun is covering the field now. Miranda will swing over the top of that one for out number 2 and the 2nd strikeout of this inning. The 5th one in today's game for Peyton Irvin. P1 will now have to face the first baseman, Aaron Valentine. Valentine 0 for 1 today with a flyout. And Presley Irvin really settling in out there on the mound now.
Yeah, he's settling in for sure. Looking really good out there. Looking like he's brought back his command that he normally has.
He will start Valentine out with a first pitch ball. Comes back. That's it down the left field line. Foul. As Duke Wadetsky hustles out of the Lions dugout and will gather that one. Great hustle there by the sophomore second baseman. 1-1 delivery from Irvin. Curveball in the dirt. That'll run the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here, top half of the fourth inning. Bulldogs are behind 3-0 thus far. 2-1 delivery. A curveball sent up to shoot. DeJesus has his nose under it. Irvin will now take charge and catch it for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning. What Peyton Irvin really needed there in the top half of the fourth. Heading to the home half of the fourth inning. Lions on top, 3-0. You were listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me is Presley Field. Lions up to bat here in the home half of the fourth inning. 6-7-8 due up. Leading us off here, the sophomore shortstop, Scott Lyon. Lyon able to draw a walk in his first plate appearance of today's game. Lions have drew 4 walks total, 1 from Shealy, 2 from DeJesus, and 1 from Lyon so far in this afternoon's contest, as Lyon will take a first pitch ball there from Giorno to start the home half of the fourth. One-0 delivery here from Giorno. Lyon will take that one up and in, and he'll get ahead in the count here. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs.
Going back to what I was saying about count leverage earlier, that's really helped Scott put together some great at-bats as of late, is him getting ahead on count, or in hitters' counts, allowing him to be able to put good swings on pitches he likes.
Giorno sends another one up and out of the zone there, as Lyon has looked at 3 balls here in this at-bat, no strikes. Just joining us here in the home half of the fourth inning, 2 bad throws into the outfield, scored Ballstat and Swindell as Lyon walks on 4 pitches. 3 hits this afternoon. Ballstat with a double, able to swipe third. Bad throw into left field, scored him. Swindell with a single, swipe second and third. Another bad throw in the left field. He was able to score. And then had an RBI sac fly from Jack Bartlewski. And that is how we have scored all 3 runs thus far in this afternoon's contest. Lyon on first, stepping up to bat, junior third baseman Connor Jelly, 0 for 1 with a fly out in his first plate appearance, as he will take strike number 1 there. No outs here, home half of the fourth inning. 0-1 delivery in the dirt. That'll even up count at 1 ball and 1 strike here. And it seems like as we've got deeper into this game, Presley, Giorno has lost a bit of that good command he had in the first 2 innings.
Yeah, he's getting, the 3 runs been given up. He's still pitched really great so far, but starting off this inning, he's kind of losing the strike zone a little bit.
Jelly sends that one up to shoot. Johnson, the catcher, has his nose under it as he catches out number 1. Stepping up to the plate here, right fielder Zach Swindell, 1 for 1 with a run scored and swiped 2 bags out there on the base paths. And if you are keeping score at home, Giorno has allowed 3 runs, but only 2 of those are earned thus far. Giorno with 5 walks and 2 strikeouts and 3 1/3. Swindell would look at ball number 1 there, 1-0 count to the 5th-year senior right fielder. Lyon over there on first after a 4-pitch walk. He has walked twice in 2 plate appearances. Swindell takes that, and that will be another ball. Swindell going to get ahead in the count here, 2 balls and no strikes.
Got somebody warming up in the Adrian bullpen.
Down that right field line behind their dugout. Swindell takes another one, and he gets ahead in the count now. 3 balls and no strikes, as these Lion hitters are doing a very good job of getting into hitters' counts here so far in this 4th inning. .3-0 delivery on the way from Giorno. And that one almost hits Swindell for ball number 4. 2 ducks on the pond now. And here comes junior designated hitter Harrison Trawick. Trawick 0 for 1 with a strikeout. We will see head coach Craig Rainey come out of that first base dugout We will take a break here on Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Giorno will stay in the game. Just got word from our sports athletic communications assistant, Troy Wyman, that Easton Rogers is the pitcher warming up in that Bulldogs bullpen. Trawick sends one to deep left field. Back. It's going to land on the warning track. They're coming all the way around line. We're going to have a play at the plate, and he is out. They sent Lyon around third there. And he was dead in the water at the plate, and that is out number 2. Due to the uncertainty of the ball being called out there in left center field, Swindell only advanced to second. And that is the longest single I've ever seen hit in my life, as Trawick is at first, and now stepping up to the plate with 2 outs, senior left fielder Tyler Sheely. Sheely 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout, also scored a run thus far in today's game.
That was a tough play. If you're a base runner watching both center fielder and left fielder go after that baseball, it's kind of tough to tell whether they're going to get there or not. So
Sheely will take that one for ball number 1. And yeah, there, Presley, you look at that, and that ball was just about, I wouldn't even say a foot, about 6 inches from being gone as it bounces off the wall out there in left center field.
We can blame the wind.
Yeah, blame the wind. You can see that big American flag blowing in out there in right field. Our good cameraman, junior tennis player here at Piedmont College, Chris Bell, getting that good camera action out there. American flag blowing in, and that is probably about the only thing that held that ball in the ballpark. Sheely gets ahead in the count here, 2 balls, no strikes. Swindell on second after drawing a walk. Trawick on first with the longest single of his life. Landed on the warning track out there. Sheely swings through that one for strike number 1. Lyon, after drawing a leadoff walk, was on second, held up to see if the ball would be caught or not, ran through the stop sign at third, and was dead in the water at home for out number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here, home half of the 4th inning. 3-0, Lions on top. Sheely takes that one, and a good frame job by Johnson there to even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes here, 2 outs. And for the second time in today's game, Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on, as that is what Presley Field likes to call the deluxe edition of Deuce is Wild. 2-2 delivery from Giorno. On the way. That one bounces in the dirt there. So that will run the count full at 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Swindell and Trawick will be in motion here with a full count and 2 outs.
Seems like almost every time Sheely gets up to the plate, he gets to a 3-2 count.
Yeah, he's able to really work the count. Great plate discipline. He and the 2-hole hitter on deck, Kyle DeJesus, 2 of the very best with holding up and waiting for their pitch in this lineup. Full count delivery off the plate. Tyler Sheely draws his second walk of the game. And now there's a duck on every base. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. Stepping up to the plate is senior catcher Kyle DeJesus. He has walked twice in today's game, so he does not have an at-bat thus far. Head coach Craig Rainey out of that first base dugout yet again, and we will take a break here. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics. On YouTube, we have a pitching change here in the bottom half of the fourth inning with 2 outs, as Andrew Giorno will finish today's game. Went 3 2/3, walked 7 Lions, gave up 4 hits, struck out 2 Lions, and had 1 strikeout. Now pitching for the Bulldogs is going to be Easton Rogers. Presley,
the freshman right-hander. This will be his collegiate debut.
Yeah, the freshman from Mason, Michigan, as he's a utility player listed on the Adrian Bulldogs website as an infielder and a pitcher as well. Bases loaded here. He can pitch out of the wind-up. Kyle DeJesus at the plate, senior backstop. 0 for 0 today. No at-bats. 2 plate appearances. He has walked twice. And that one will hit him. First pitch here from Rogers, and that will be yet another run here for the Lions. Make it 4-0 here. The Lions on top of the Bulldogs, home half of the fourth inning. Now stepping up to the plate here, 2 outs. Bases loaded, a 3-hole hitter. Second baseman, Jack Bartlewski. Bartlewski 0 for 1 today with an RBI off of a sac fly. Trawick with a reached via a single on third. On first, Shealy with a walk. And on second, Shealy drew a walk to get on. And over there on first, DeJesus, who got hit by a pitch and will be credited with an RBI. So you don't see that every day. Has not had a at-bat yet. 3 plate appearances and an RBI for Kyle DeJesus, just doing his job up there at the plate. Bartlewski takes ball number 1 there, 1-0 delivery. He sends that one out to right field. Actually, way up the pipe. The first baseman will get his nose under it. Valentine for out number 3. The wind knocked that one down as soon as it went up in the air to conclude the fourth inning. Lions on top 4-0 here heading into the fifth inning. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here at Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Time to start the top half of the fifth inning. Peyton Irvin still out there on the mound for the Lions. Has pitched 4 scoreless innings so far. Stepping up to the plate to lead off the inning will be the catcher, Dylan Johnson. Johnson, one of 3 Bulldogs to have a hit today. He is 1 for 1. Thus far, as he takes that first pitch strike from Irvin. Makes contact with that one, sends it up and out of play. So a quick 2 strikes here to start the fifth inning for P1. Oh-2 delivery out of the zone here. It's going to run a count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Wasn't a bad pitch right there. Just didn't get the swing and the miss he was hoping for.
Want to shout out to former Piedmont Lion Wes Snyder for tuning in to today's game. As that one sent out to center field. Shortstop Scott Lyon going to catch that one in shallow center field for out number 1. A 2020 graduate Wes Snyder, starting right fielder on last year's team, tuning in to today's game. Always glad to hear from former Lions and that they're doing well. Now stepping up to the plate here, center fielder Ty Peck. Peck 0 for 1 with a ground out thus far. Peyton Irvin, 4 1/3 scoreless, giving up 4 hits. As Thomas Miller, who stands on deck, has 2 of those. Rainey, the starting left fielder, 1 for 2. And then Johnson, the catcher, 1 for 2 as well. That one is sent hard up the middle there, as that will be the 5th hit. Ty Peck stings one into center field for a 1-out single here in the top of the 5th inning. Back to the top of the lineup we go. Shortstop Thomas Miller, the senior shortstop, 2 for 2 today with a double and a single. So he's got the 2 easiest parts of the cycle out of the way. He needs a triple and a home run, which maybe I'm being a little partial here, but I hope he doesn't get them, but would be pretty cool if he did. Thomas Miller's senior shortstop, we've seen him flash the leather out there and be very well at the plate. Sends that one out to second. Bartlewski gathers it, throws it over to first for out number 2. Hit that one just over Peyton Irvin's head. Bartlewski able to get it, throw it over the first. Peck advances to second. 2 outs here, stepping up to the plate. Tristan Richardson 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. And Peyton Irvin has really settled in out there on the mound, Presley.
Yeah, he has. He's continuing to have success out there on the mound, which will hopefully prolong this outing even longer. You just got to keep getting ahead of hitters and keep doing what he's doing.
Playing very, very, very well. And pitching very well out there on the mound. Starts Richardson out with a first pitch ball there. Also want to give a shout out to a opposing Adrian Bulldog, the leadoff man Thomas Miller, who we just seen ground out there, was named the D3 Baseball National Player of the Week for his performance against Birmingham Southern. Thomas Miller 2 for 3 thus far today with a double and a single, so we've been able to see why he was named the National Player of the Week. That one is in the dirt and will bounce off of the plate there. Peck able to advance to third on that. Richardson did swing through it, so that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike here. 2 outs, top half of the 5th inning. Irvin so far in today's game, 4 2/3, 5 hits, no walks, and 5 strikeouts for the sophomore man from Habersham County, Georgia. One delivery on the way from P1. Rears up and throws a fastball, and that will be sent up and out of play down the left field line. Again, by the indoor facility. And that will run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes here. 2 outs. As Irvin, we've seen him pitch out of trouble all day long. Leave a lot of guys on base stranded there for the Bulldogs. And that one will just absolutely paint the outer half of the plate. Will not be called a strike. So that will even the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And we have 2 outs. Deuce is wild for the 3rd time in today's game. 2-2 delivery from P1. Ring him up. Bounces in the dirt. DeJesus gathers it, throws it down to first for out number 3. P1 is dealing as usual. Going to the bottom half of the 5th. He has a lead, too. The Lions on top, 4-0 here. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. 4-5-6 due up here for the Lions in the home half of the fifth. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me is Presley Field. Leading off this inning, the cleanup man, James Whitmer, sophomore first baseman, 1 for 2 today with a single and a ground out. And Presley, this Lions team playing a fast pace of baseball, able to produce some runs today early.
Yeah, they've done a good job. It's every time we get on the bases, Piedmont does a really good job of advancing bases and putting them in scoring position, and our hitters do a great job of driving them in, just doing their job.
Curveball taken there. That will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike here.
Yeah, we focus on base running a lot here, almost every day in practice, and it's a huge part of our game.
Whitmer will send that one the other way down the left field line. It will be foul down that left field line. Does stay in play as Whitmer will fall behind here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs in the home half of the 5th inning. And I think the key to this game so far, Press, as we're halfway done officially, has been that Piedmont has been able to get runners on and bring them home versus when the Bulldogs get them on, Peyton Irvin has been able to fight through the pressure and not allow a run yet to the Bulldogs.
Exactly. And that's what makes Peyton such a great pitcher, is that he's able to strand those runners out there.
That's a long fly ball. Well, the wind will knock that one down again in the right field. Wood will go out there to shallow right field and catch that ball. Now the 5-hole hitter, center fielder Carter Ballstadt, stepping up to the plate, 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored in today's game. Also has a stolen base as well. I'm telling you what, there's got to be something up with this wind as the flag's not moving anymore. But on a cold day like today, it seems like every ball that is hit is just knocked down as soon as it's hit up there into that stratosphere.
Yeah, on a colder day like today, the ball really is just kind of, it's going to die pretty much unless you get really good barrel on the ball, which we've done a couple times, but balls would probably fly a lot farther if it was a little bit warmer.
Yeah, hot and sticky day most definitely makes the baseballs fly around the yard. Ballstadt swings at strike number 1, swings at strike number 2, sends it down the line off of the foul pole. So we'll come, off of the light pole as it will come back in to foul territory there. 0-2 delivery. Ballstadt takes that one from Easton Rogers as the count will now stand at 1 ball and 2 strikes here. As we mentioned, Rogers making his collegiate debut out there on the bump. Freshman utility player. He's pitched 2/3 thus far. Ballstadt gets a piece of that one, sends it right back into the net. We'll do the 1-2 tango yet once more. Home half of the 5th inning. If you're just joining us, base runners has been the key to this ball game. Carter Ballstadt got on with a double, stole third, bad throw, and he was able to come home on it there in the bottom half of the 2nd. Zach Swindell in the bottom of the 3rd comes up with a single, swipe 2nd and 3rd. Bad throw down the 3rd allows him to come home. Sack fly and an RBI by Jack Bartlewski scored another one as Ballstadt sends that one to 3rd, and he will beat it out. An infield single by Carter Ballstadt here, 1-out single, and that will bring up Scott Lyon, who has 2 walks today and no at-bats quite yet. Zach Swindell also has scored 2 runs. Ballstadt has scored a run, and Tyler Shealy also scored a run off of that sac fly.
It was a great hustle by Carter, sprinting down the line right there and beating that infield single out.
Carter Ballstadt, as we mentioned earlier in the game, has some very good speed as he legged that one out for his 2nd hit of today's game. Scott Lyon, the sophomore shortstop, swings under that fastball for strike number 1. Ballstadt will attempt to steal 2nd, and he will be there. The throw way offline as Wood, the second baseman, was backing up the throw there. And Carter Ballstadt with his 2nd stolen base of the game today. The pitch was ruled a ball. 1-1 count, 1 out. Another Lion in scoring position here. And Scott Lyon at the plate. 1-1 delivery will be a strike. That'll run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Kyle DeJesus was also able to bring in Zach Swindell with a bases loaded hit by pitch there in the 4th inning as well. Lyon takes that one. That'll run the count even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. And the Lions have been able to get a lot of stolen bases today, 6 to be exact. Tyler Sheely with a stolen base. Carter Ballstat now with 2 stolen bases. Scott Lyon with a stolen base. And Zach Swindell with 2 stolen bases as well. Rogers will step off here, will not throw back to second. The count will stay now at 2-2. 6 stolen bases in 4 and the 3rd innings of offense. Pressfield, that's pretty impressive.
It is, and like I mentioned before, we focus on base running a tremendous amount of time during practice, and like I said, it's a huge part of our game, and it's showing today, having 6 stolen bases.
Line will take that one to run the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Ballstat on second. Lyon has 2 walks thus far in the game. Full count delivery. Lyon takes a hack at that one, up and out of play, and we'll do the 3-2 tango yet again. Full count yet again. Easton Rogers delivery. That one is grounded up to short. Miller will field it over to first. Out number 2. Ballstat will advance on the play. And now stepping up to the plate, the always dangerous junior third baseman, Connor Jelly. Jelly 0 for 2 today with 2 flyouts. Jelly, 348 average coming into today's game with 8 hits and 5 RBIs on the season. First pitch to Jelly. He's going to take that one for strike number 1 here. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Ballstat on third. Jelly at the plate here. 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the Lions. No runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Bulldogs from Adrian College. That one's going to sail out of the zone, even up to count at 1-1. Game 2 of the 3-game series here this afternoon at the Milk Jug. Final score 4-3 last night in 14 innings. Game 2, Lions are up in the 5th, 4-0, as Jelly will take that one. And he gets ahead in the count now, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, Piedmont's been real successful driving in runs so far. See if we can get another one here.
Jelly gets a hold of that fastball, but it will be up and out of play in the mini force down that right field line. So that'll even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, and we have 2 outs. Deuce is yet again wild for the 4th time in today's contest. 2-2 delivery, and that pitch is going to be behind Jelly's head, as that will run the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here. Jelly looking to put another run across here for the Lions if he can send something on the ground in the outfield. He will take that one, and that will be strike number 3. Jelly strikes out looking for out number 3 here to conclude the 5th inning. Headed to the top of the 6th, your score remains the same. Lions on top 4-0. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Peyton Irvin still out there on the mound for the Lions, beginning his 6th inning of work here in the top half of the 6th. Gunnar Rainey, 5th-year senior left fielder, going to lead off the inning here for the Bulldogs. He will look at ball number 1 here to begin the 6th. Peyton Irvin pitching strong today. See, we even up the count there at 1-1.
Still don't have anybody tossing down in Piedmont's side over there in their bullpen.
1-1 delivery, and it will paint the outer half of the plate there. Peyton Irvin gets ahead here to Rainey. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the 5th-year senior left fielder. 1 for 2 today with a double. Gunnar Rainey stay at the plate. He'll take a hack at that one. Throw him a chair, P1, as that will be the first out here of the top half of the 6th and the 7th strikeout today for Peyton Irvin. Now stepping up to the plate, second baseman Brady Wood. Another one of 3 5th-year seniors in this Bulldogs lineup. He's over 2 with a ground out and a fly out today. He will look at that pitch for ball number 1 here in the top half of the 6th inning. Cruising right along in this game. Peyton Irvin has pitched 5 1/3 scoreless innings. 5 hits is what he has given up. No runs. He has given up 2 extra base hits, a double to Miller and a double to Rainey. 2-0 delivery there will be a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here to the second baseman Brady Wood. That one will sail low and away there. So Wood will now get ahead in the count here, 3 balls to 1 strike. He'll take that one on the inner part of the plate, and that'll run the count full. Brady Wood thought he had drawn a 5-pitch walk. Not so fast, my friend, as Lee Corso likes to say. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Peyton Irvin trying to sit down yet another Panther. That one is grounded off of the plate down to first. DeJesus will get it, throws it to first. Rather, should I say. Home plate umpire will call the ball dead, though, as we'll do the 3-2 tango yet once more. Peyton Irvin reminds me of Ice Cube in Friday, because he is cruising along in his convertible right now through this game thus far through 5 1/3. He is pitching extremely well this afternoon. 3-2 delivery. That one's sitting down to third to Jelly. Jelly catches it, throws it over to first to Whitmer for out number 2. Now stepping up to the plate, the sophomore third baseman, number 19, Angel Gutierrez. Gutierrez today 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out there. Delivery, a curveball, painting the inside of the corner there. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th.
That was a great pitch, great location there on that breaking ball on that inside part of the plate.
That one's going to be grounded into the backstop foul here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs now. Peyton Irvin trying to retire the Bulldogs in order here. 0-2 delivery on the way. And that was a good waste pitch there on 0-2. As Irvin still ahead in the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. It's been a good baseball game if you're a Lions fan. 1-2 delivery. That one will be in the dirt, as that will run the count even to 2 balls, 2 strikes. And you guessed it, we do have 2 outs. So Deuce is again wild for the 5th time in today's game. second favorite stat today. Favorite stat, Lions on top 4-0 here in the top half of the 6th. 2-2 delivery. Rig him up! Throw him a chair, sit him down. They can't touch the young man. Peyton Irvin, the Habersham County native, 6 scoreless innings thus far. Heading to the bottom half of the 6th, Lions on top 4-0. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. And we don't have the blinding lights turned on here yet at Louder McField. Still got that natural sun out. Heading here to the home half of the 6th inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Lions. Right fielder Zach Swindell stepping up to the plate. 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored and a walk thus far. He's also swiped 2 bags this afternoon. Swindell, one of 2 fifth-year seniors on the team. One of 3 fifth-year seniors. He, Sam Carpenter, and Jack Bartlewski. Swings through strike number 1 there. Saw Sam Carpenter on the bump last night. Went 7 innings strong, 2 runs allowed, none earned. As Sam Carpenter, through 29 1/3 innings pitched this year, has a .4 ERA. Yes, you heard it right there. He has a .31 ERA. Sam Carpenter also broke the Lions strikeout career record in his last start at Oglethorpe College before last night. Having a great season there. Swindell will swing through that one. That'll run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He also had 13 strikeouts himself last night.
Tied his career high. D3Baseball.com also highlighted Sam as one of their top pitchers in the month of February as well. So Sam Carpenter having potentially his best season as a Lion here in his 5th year. Swindell, 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Easton Rogers still on the mound for the Bulldogs there as he throws that one out of the zone. That will run the count 4 to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rogers is pitching an inning in the 3rd thus far. 1 hit and 1 strikeout. That being his first collegiate strikeout. Congratulations to Easton Rogers there. He will walk Swindell on 6 pitches, and that will bring up the 9-hole man, junior designated hitter Harry Trawick. Trawick 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. That single almost a 3-run bomb as he hit it out there to left center field, and it scraped the wall. If the wind was blowing out ever so slightly, that one would have left the park. Third baseman playing in on the grass there, that being Angel Gutierrez. Trawick gets a good piece of that one, fouls it out of play though, as he falls behind and count, no balls and 1 strike here.
Yeah, he's playing in, maybe thinking about that small ball, but being up 4-0 at this point, I wouldn't see why you wouldn't swing away in this situation.
Most definitely. Gutierrez has shown the glove down there at 3rd. Trawick takes that one, bounces in the dirt. Swindell takes off, and he is at 2nd base. Swindell advances yet another bag, as he has been doing that all afternoon. And I actually think that we have a defensive replacement out there at third, as that would be Kevin Cardenty. Rogers will step off the mound as he committed a balk. So Swindell will now step up to third here. That one is sent to the outfield. In the gap, it will fall. Peck able to handle it. Trawick stays at first, and an RBI single will extend the Lions' lead now to 5-0 here in the home half of the 6th inning. Back to the top of the lineup here, leadoff man, left fielder, senior Tyler Sheely, 0 for 1 with 2 walks, a strikeout, and a run scored. Presley, what did you see on that last at bat that Trawick was able to do there?
He's swinging his pitch in particular. It seems like the exact same pitch he swung at with the one he hit out to the wall. He's looking to get on base and hit both of those balls really hard and barreled them up.
Excuse me, correction. Jake LaMellon is at third, being number 2 in your rosters there for the Bulldogs. Jake LaMellon from Woodhaven, Michigan.
Sheely squares to bunt, fouls that one off.
Got Joe Toth throwing in the Bulldogs bullpen there, with Rogers trying to find his command here. Sheely squaring there to bunt. Count's now going to be no balls, 1 strike, no outs here. Trawick gets an RBI single there, brings home Swindell to extend the Lions' lead now to 5-0 here on this beautiful afternoon in Demorest, Georgia. Sheely takes that curveball there, as that will be strike number 2 here to the senior left fielder. Lions got some action down there, and two in the bullpen there, Press.
We got Tyler Roon, and can't make out who the second guy is, but Tyler Roon is throwing out there, getting loose.
No balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the home half of the 6th. 1 runner has come across. Sheely's going to send that one out in the left field. Rainey has to retreat. He will dive for it, cannot get it. Trawick come around second. He's being waved around third. He's coming home. Sheely stays at second. Trawick will score with a slide, but no throw. Put another one on the board. The Lions are up 6-0 now after a 1-run double air from your senior left fielder, Tyler Sheely. Now coming up for the Lions, the senior backstop, Kyle DeJesus. He's making his 4th plate appearance, has yet to make an at-bat, as he has had 2 walks and has been hit by a pitch with an RBI. See head coach Craig Rainey coming back out of that first base dugout, and we will take a break with this mound visit. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Got a new pitcher in here for the Bulldogs.
Got Joe Toth, right-hander from Stout, Ohio. This will be his first appearance on the mound, so collegiate debut here.
Also be his first collegiate debut in general, as he is a utility player listed as a first baseman as a pitcher. Does not have a plate appearance nor an appearance on the mound thus far. So Joe Toth making his collegiate debut here in the home half of the 6th inning at Loudermilk Field. It's the end of the line there for Easton Rogers. Rogers pitched an inning and a third, 2 earned runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. So able to get his first collegiate strikeout. Congratulations to Easton Rogers. Now Joe Toth making his collegiate debut out there on the mound, as he's going to start out DeJesus with a first pitch strike there. 0-1 count, no outs here in the home half of the 6th inning. DeJesus, 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Today does not have an at bat. 0-1 delivery from Toth. Curveball up and out of the zone. That will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 runs have come across here in the home half of the 6th. Harrison Trawick drove in Zach Swindell via a single, and then Tyler Shealy standing out there on second brought Trawick home on a double to deep left field. A little Oppo Taco action there. DeJesus going to send that one down the right field line, and it will be out of play there, as the count will now stand at 1 ball and 2 strikes here. DeJesus in his last plate appearance got hit by a pitch there, and that was an RBI. Bases were loaded, able to bring a run home. Jack Barlewski hit a sac fly and an RBI, as that will end up counting 2 balls and 2 strikes. And then our first 2 runs, as Carter Ballstadt stole third. Bad throw in the left field. Ballstadt came home for the first run of the game. Second run of the game, Zach Swindell, who stole second and third already. Bad throw in the left field again, and he came home on that throw. DeJesus takes that one, run the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes here.
Yeah, Toth has thrown that slider twice now in that same spot, trying to get Kyle to swing and miss, but Kyle, as we mentioned, has great plate discipline, being able to lay off of both of those, run into a 3-2 count.
Full count here, no outs. DeJesus sends one out to right field. Richardson will retreat. Shealy tags up at second, and he will be safe as the throw is offline. The newly subbed in Jake Lamellin at third, able to keep that one in front of him, as Shealy will advance on the fly out. And now stepping up to the plate, the 3-hole hitter, 5th-year senior, second baseman Jack Bartlewski. Bartlewski with a sac fly and an RBI. He's 0 for 2 in his two other plate appearances with 2 flyouts.
Now to bat, number 6.
Now all 4 of the Bulldog infielders playing on the edge of the infield grass now. Not trying to allow another run, as Bartlewski will take strike number 1 there. And Presley, not to be critical of the Bulldogs, but I just simply don't understand this defense. You're already down by 6. What is 1 more going to hurt you?
I'm with you on that one, but I can also understand the other side, trying not to prevent as many runs as you possibly can.
Bartlewski sends one over the head of the first baseman, Valentine. Bartlewski rounds first, gets about a 1/4 of the way up the line between first and second, will retreat back to first. A 1-out RBI single from Jack Bartlewski extend the Lions' lead now to 7 runs, 7-0. A 3-run home half of the 6th inning here. Most runs the Lions have scored in an inning thus far today in this afternoon's contest. Now stepping up to the plate, the cleanup hitter, first baseman James Whitmer. Whitmer 1 for 3 today. And that one is going to be on the outer half of the plate. Toth paints the corner there, as that will be strike number 1 to the sophomore first baseman. And it was only a matter of time today before Bartlewski got another RBI and a single, as we've seen him tear it up this year since transferring to Piedmont.
Yeah, he's a great hitter up at the plate. He's
Whitmer sends one out to right field. It will fall in fair play. Bartlewski comes around second. Whitmer charging for second, and he will be thrown out there for out number 2. A great throw from Richardson to Wood, and then Miller applies the tag there. So credit Whitmer with a single, and then being thrown out at second, trying to extend that single into a double. Bartlewski advances to third. Now with 2 outs, steps up to 5-hole hitter, center fielder Carter Ballstat. Ballstat 2 for 3 today. He has a double and an infield single. He's also scored a run. So Ballstat also halfway to the cycle as well. 2 hardest parts are ahead of him, though, if he can't get a triple and a home run.
Those are very doable, though.
Definitely for Carter Ballstat.
Yeah.
Ballstat, one of 2 lines with a homer this year. His 2 other fellow lines with a homer, Scott Lyon, who's standing on deck, and Jack Bartlewski, who is on third. Ballstat will take that one out. It'll even up to count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lions have hit 3 home runs as a team this year. 1 by Lyon, 1 by Ballstat, and 1 by Bartlewski. Bartlewski over there on third. Ballstat at the plate. He sends that one to right center field. And it will get down out there in the gap. Bartlewski will score. Ballstat with his second double of the game. And stay on fire, young man. Carter Ballstat now 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, and his first RBI of the game extends the Lions' lead now to 8 runs. Lions on top 8-0 here in the home half of the 6th inning. Now steps up to the plate, sophomore shortstop Scott Lyon. Lyon 0 for 2 today with 2 walks and a ground out. 0 for 1 today, with 2 walks and a ground out. Lyon takes that one, so it'll be outside. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here.
That was a great swing by Carter, hitting it into that right center field gap. That's what you want as a right-handed hitter, hitting everything into that gap out there.
Ballstat having a day at the plate, 3 for 4. Lyon sends that one up and out of play to even up count at 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and a single there. As Harrison Trawick also having a multi-hit game, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. James Whitmer 2 for 4 with 2 singles there. 3 Lions with multi-hit days today, and that has led to double-digit hit for the Lions. 8 runs on 10 hits, no errors for Piedmont. No runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Bulldogs from Adrian College here. Home half of the 6th inning, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sophomore shortstop Scott Lyon at the plate. Carter Ballstat standing out there on second after splitting the right center field gap and getting a 2-out RBI double. Line will go around on that one, and that will be strike number 3 and out number 3 here to conclude the 6th inning. Going to the top of the 7th here. The Lions doubled their lead in the 6th. It is now 8-0 here. You are listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. starting the top half of the 7th inning. The man they call P1, Peyton Irvin, still out there on the mound, working his 7th inning of work. And why not sit him out there on the mound? He's got an 8-run lead. Lions on top 8-0 here. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me is Presley Field. Peyton Irvin's out there on the rubber. And he will start out A.J. Miranda with a first pitch ball here, 1-0 count to Miranda to start the 7th inning. 2-0 count now to the sophomore designated hitter, who is 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. 2-0 delivery. Miranda sends one down the line. Into left field. It stays fair. Shealy will gather it on the track. Throws it back in. Lyon, the cutoff man, will have it. A.J. Miranda will lead off the 7th inning with a double. Only the 6th hit Peyton Irvin has surrendered today. And now stepping up to the plate, Aaron Valentine, who is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts today. In Presley Field, we've really seen Peyton Irvin settle in out there.
He has, and as we mentioned the entire broadcast, he's had base runners on for a few of the innings, but he's been able to strand them. Hopefully he can strand that runner out on second base in this inning.
Curveball chopped down the line. Third base coach for the Panthers will grab it in foul territory for strike number 1. Peyton Irvin, who is yet to surrender an earned run thus far this season through 14-plus innings pitched. He pitched 8 innings down there in Belhaven, Mississippi, 6-plus thus far today. Bounces that one in the dirt to Valentine. That will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike here to the sophomore first baseman. Irvin will step off here, recompose himself. Miranda, the hero last night with the home run in the 14th inning, leads off this inning with a double. He's out there on second. Curveball hit up in the air into right field. Bartlewski tracking it down in fair territory. Shallow right field. He will come down with it for out number 1. Fires it back in the infield to Scott Lyon. And Miranda will stay put out there at second. 1 out. Now stepping up to the plate for the Bulldogs will be catcher Dylan Johnson. Dylan Johnson, a junior, 1 for 2 this afternoon with a fly out and a single.
It's a tough play out there. There was one hitter out there earlier. Bartlewski made a great play.
And that one is stung out to left field. Shealy overruns it in, and it will go over his head to the warning track. Miranda will come home, and that will be the first run surrendered of the season for Peyton Irvin as the Bulldogs chomp into that deficit now, 8-1. Dylan Johnson now 2 for 3 on the day with a double and a single and an RBI. He's standing out there on second. Ty Peck, the senior center fielder, steps up for the Bulldogs. He's 1 for 2 today with a ground out and a very hard hit single. Ty Peck with 3 hits thus far in the series. He sends that one down the foul line, and it will go foul just left of the third base bag. Top half of the 7th inning here. Peyton Irvin still out there on the mound through 6 1/3 for the Lions. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Ty Peck at the plate. He will look at that curveball in the dirt, as that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Irvin giving up 7 hits, 1 earned run, 6 1/3 thus far. Throws a curveball, taken out to right field. It will stay fair down the line. You get a hold of it there. Come home will be Johnson. Ty Peck now 2 for 3 in the game today, and he is having a good series thus far. Back to the top lineup we go for the Bulldogs as Thomas Miller coming up to the plate. Bulldogs just bite back down into that deficit now, 8-2. Head coach Justin Scaly coming out to the mound. And we will take a break here. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here at Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me is Presley Field here in the top half of the 7th. Peyton Irvin just got taken out of the game. His day is over through 6 1/3, 2 earned runs, 8 hits, no walks, and 8 strikeouts for the sophomore from Habersham County, Georgia. Man on second is his responsibility, that being A.J. Peck. Got a new pitcher in for the Lions there, Press.
We've got number 37, right-hander Ryan Cox, through 1 inning against Oglethorpe. Gave up a walk and struck out the side with 3 strikeouts.
Has not given up a hit yet this season so far. Senior right-hander from Cumming, Georgia, attended Forsyth Central High School.
Cox has been put in these situations before. He's actually been a conference starter on the weekends in games past, but Coach Kelly decided he should be put in the bullpen, give more success that way.
And he bounces one in the dirt there, his first pitch of the game, to the shortstop, Thomas Miller, the senior shortstop today, having a great game, a single and a double thus far. Ty Peck will advance to third on that pitch in the dirt. And if you're just tuning in with us, we've had a lot more scoring than we did last night. As Thomas Miller sends that one into left field, little that broadcaster's jinx. Sheely will gather it. Ty Peck will come home to score. So now with Peyton Irvin's day officially completed, Irvin will end the day with 6 1/3 as he gave up 8 hits, struck out 8, and had 3 earned runs, which is still a quality start out there for P1. Runner on first, Thomas Miller, 3 for 4 today. Now in the batter's box, right fielder Tristan Richardson. He has struck out all 3 at-bats today, as Cox will start him out with a first pitch curveball there. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 out.
Yeah, Cox has a really good breaking ball, as well as he throws his changeup, but he's got a weird grip on it. I don't even know really how to describe it, except he holds it like how you would throw a football.
I want to sit out to second base. Bart Bluski, Lyon, Whitmer, 4-6-3 double play. And the senior right-hander, Ryan Cox, ends the top half of the 7th. It's time to go stretching here as we head to the 7th inning stretch. Your line's still up 8-3. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. We've stretched here in the middle of the 7th inning, and we're back here. Brett Loftus, Presley Field here. Home half of the 7th inning. Got some defensive adjustments here as Traven Grosser has come into play right field here. We've seen him last night as a late inning replacement as well. Grosser, who is listed as a pitcher on the Bulldogs roster, a senior from Portland, Michigan.
Now batting, number 35, Connor.
7, 8, 9, bottom 3 of the lineup due up here for the Lions. Leading off that bunch is going to be the junior third baseman, Connor Jelly. Jelly 0 for 3 today with a strikeout and 2 flyouts there. As Joe Toth will start him out with a first pitch ball there. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs here so far in the home half of the 7th. Take that one for a ball as well. 2 balls, no strikes here.
Yeah, we'll look for Piedmont's bullpen to close this game out. Adrian showed some life there last half inning.
Well, the Lions come across an offensive outburst in the bottom half of the 6th. 4 runs, and then the Bulldogs answer right back with 3 runs. Lions still up by 5, but the 19th nationally ranked Adrian College Bulldogs trying to make a game out of this one, and they're showing that they have a lot of fight left in that dog, as that one is going to be up and out of the zone there. 4-pitch walk to Connor Jelly to lead off the inning. And you don't get ranked 19th in the country for nothing. And this team has shown in the past 2 days that they deserved most definitely to be ranked top 25.
Yeah, they're a great team all around. They've got a lot of talent in all aspects of the game. Last night showed that for sure. And today they're showing that they're not going to quit, so it's always a positive sign.
Right fielder Zach Swindell stepping up to the plate. He is 1 for 1 at the plate with 2 walks, and he has scored 3 of Piedmont's 8 runs. He's going to square around the bunt there, gets it back, and that will be ball number 1. Jelly had to slide back in over there at first. No throw by Johnson behind the plate. Lions, 8 runs on 10 hits, no errors. The Bulldogs from Adrian College, 3 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors. Swindy will again take that one. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here. Lions line up Jack Bartluski with 2 RBIs today. Has an RBI single along with a sac fly and an RBI. Some wild throws there, able to give the Lions their first 2 runs there in the bottom half of the 2nd and 3rd inning, as Zach Swindell and Carter Ballstat able to steal 3rd and then come home on the wild throws in both instances by the backstop Dylan Johnson down to 3rd. Tyler Sheely also with an RBI. Kyle DeJesus with an RBI via a hit by pitch. Bases were loaded. Carter Ballstat has an RBI double, and Harrison Trawick also has an RBI single. Lions able to put together a very good day at the plate thus far as a team. Zach Swindell has worked the count now to 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Toth with the 2-2 delivery. Swindell able to get a piece of that one, sends it back into the net. We'll do the 2-2 tango yet once more.
So far, the Piedmont hitters against Toth have, made him work early on, getting him into deeper counts, swinging at good pitches.
2 balls, 2 strikes here to the 5th-year senior, Zach Swindell. And he takes that one. Jelly will take off, throw is in the dirt. Jelly will be safe at second. Got some oohs and ahs down there in that Adrian College dugout, as well as up here in our press box. Jelly showing off some wheels there, able to snag his first bag of the game. Swindell took that pitch, and that ran the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes here. No outs here in the bottom half of the 7th. 7 stolen bases now in this game for the Lions. That one almost hit Swindell. Swindell will draw his 3rd walk of the ball game. Talk about true plate discipline up there. The 5th-year senior is showing it in this afternoon's contest. Now stepping up to the plate, the designated hitter, Harrison Trawick. Trawick 2 for 3 today with a run scored, an RBI, a single, and 1 strikeout. Excuse me.
Yeah, Harry's been putting good swings on the ball so far today.
Trawick sent a single out there, literally on the warning track. He squares up the butt here. It is in fair territory. LaMellon charges it, slings it over there to first for out number 1. Does his job there with the sac bunt as Jelly and Swindell will advance to second and third. Back to the top of the lineup, Tyler Sheely up to bat, 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and an RBI double. He's also walked twice with a strikeout and 1 stolen base. Another defensive replacement we forgot to mention at the top of the 7th inning, Brandon Wagner, the senior from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, has come into play first base for the Bulldogs. Start out Sheely with a first pitch strike there. Joe Toth working in his 2nd inning of work now out there on the mound. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Sheely will back off the plate for that one, as that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swindell able to draw a walk. Jelly able to do the same. Harrison Trawick with a sac bunt to push those guys over to 2nd and 3rd in scoring position. Sheely now at the plate here has worked to count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I was thinking Sheely might actually swing a little earlier than he does in the count with an opportunity to score a run or 2 here.
Yeah, all 4 of the infielders playing on that infield grass, as that pitch is in the right-handed batter's box. Will even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. They're playing that prevent defense they were playing when Jack Bartolewski came up and hit the RBI single there in the last inning, the bottom half of the 6th. 2-2 delivery from Toth. Sheely takes a good cut on that one, but will foul it into the back of the net. And we'll do the 2-2 tango yet once more here with only 1 away in the home half of the 7th.
Hopefully Sheely can put something over the infielders' heads. Scored 2 right here.
Big gap out there in right center field right now, as that one is inside. Almost hit Sheely, but will somehow be called strike number 3. All right, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 7th inning. Step up to the plate, the senior catcher, number 3, Kyle DeJesus. DeJesus 0 for 1 with 2 walks today, a hit by pitch, and a fly out. When he was hit by that pitch there, he was able to drive in a run as the bases were loaded. Back in the 4th inning. He's going to take a first pitch strike there. 0-1 count, 2 outs to the senior backstop. And DeJesus had a very good day at the plate, able to get on base 3 out of 4 plate appearances. Also had a very good day behind the plate, catching those Piedmont pitchers. As he will take that one even up kind of 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's a good breaking ball right there. Just missed that upper part of the zone, though.
Bulldog infielders have backed up to their regular spots on the infield dirt. 1-1 delivery from Toth. will be called a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And he's thrown that curveball in succession now, back-to-back pitches for 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 lines in scoring position. DeJesus has a chance to extend the Lions' lead even more, already at 8-3. DeJesus will call time and step out of the box here. Recompose himself now.
Yeah, these would be big runs here to extend that lead.
1-2 delivery from Toth. DeJesus able to get a piece of that one down the right field line and out of play. Will land up here in the parking lot down the right field line. We'll do the 1-2 tango yet once more. Joe Toth out there on the mound trying to work out of some trouble here and pitch a scoreless bottom half of the 7th. DeJesus takes that one on the inner half, should I say, on the inside batter's box. As that will run the count even now at 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. They also have 2 runners on. The 6th Deuces Wild of today's game, and the 2nd of the Presley Field Deluxe Edition with 2 runners on as well. 2-2 delivery. DeJesus gets a good piece of that one down the right field line. And it will go out of play. And we'll do the 2-2 tango again.
It's a good swing. Kyle's been doing well on those outside pitches and the breaking balls that break to the outside part of taking those the other way and putting those fair.
Been just going with the ball. That's what you have to do. That one's way outside, and that one now run the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Sheely and DeJesus have been able to put these Bulldog pitchers into a lot of deep counts today. Jesus has already drawn 2 walks. 3-2 delivery. He's just able to fight that one off out of play. 3-2 to be done yet once more. Junior outfielder Noah Aaron running the baseballs out there. Home plate umpire made his collegiate debut last night. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Yet once more, Roth. DeJesus fights that one off yet again. It will go foul. Bart Maluski will catch it on deck. And for a 3rd time, the full count delivery from Toth with 2 outs here in the home half of the 7th. Will have to be done again. 10th pitch of the at-bat. Kyle DeJesus keeps fighting them off up here. 2 runners in scoring position. DeJesus sends one to second base. Brady Wood will catch it on the line. DeJesus hit it where they were. Headed to the 8th inning. Lions still on top, 8-3. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Time for the 8th inning here at Loudermilk Field. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me is Presley Field. Ryan Cox got a 4-6-3 double play to get out of that top half of the 7th. Back out there on the bump for the Lions. Up at the plate for the Bulldogs to lead off this inning, going to be the left fielder Gunnar Rainey. Rainey 1 for 3 today with a double. He will foul off the first pitch of the 8th inning here for strike number 1.
Yeah, Cox on the mound. We might look to close this game out, pitching this inning and possibly the next inning.
Did not throw but 5 pitches there in the top half of the 7th, and he will even up the count there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Got a guy up down there in that bullpen. Presley, who is that down there?
It's still Tyler Roon. He's warming up from a few innings ago when him and Cox were both throwing down there in the bullpen.
Cox will now fall behind in the count here to Rainey. 2 balls and 1 strike. 8-3 here, top half of the 8th inning. Lions, they'll provide some offense today. 8 runs on 10 hits, no errors. 3 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors for the Bulldogs. Gunnar Rainey now ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Cox will bounce one in the dirt here. A 5-pitch walk to lead off the top half of the 8th. Now coming up to the bat for the Bulldogs will be the second baseman Brady Wood. Wood 0 for 3 today with 2 ground outs and a fly out. Now head coach Justin Scaly will come out of the dugout here, and he will signal to the dugout there. So we'll take a break here. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me is Presley Field. And who should I say, is Coach Justin Scally brought in the game now?
Bringing in number 42, right-hander Tyler Roon. He pitched an inning against Oglethorpe, had 2 strikeouts, and has not given up a hit so far on the season.
2 strikeouts, no earned runs, as well as no walks. And the appearance against Oglethorpe, freshman right-hander from Ackworth, Georgia, attended North Paulding High School. Now coming in the game with no outs and a runner on first, he will face Bulldogs second baseman Brady Wood.
And I will say is that from a pitcher standpoint, when we're out there throwing, flat ground stuff, Roon is pretty disgusting coming from that submarine arm slot.
Coming from sidearm there. Roon, no balls, 1 strike, no outs. Throws a first pitch strike there to Wood. Saw Justin Manus, fellow freshman here at Piedmont, yesterday evening, throwing that submarine sink action. Room has much of the same action here. Coming with that sidearm action. That will even up the count of 1 ball, 1 strikes here. One delivery, and Wood will swing right through that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
Ruin doing a good job getting ahead here, putting himself in a good, successful count.
Still got some more guys up down there in that Piedmont bullpen as Ruin will ring them up. Sit down there, Mr. Brady Wood. Ruin with his first strikeout at home for Piedmont College. And he is cooking right now. Our cameraman Chris Bell showing us with his theatricals up here in the press box how Tyler Ruin is cooking out there on the mound. 1 out. Now stepping up to the plate with his first plate appearance today will be third baseman Jake Lamellin. He was a defensive substitution, and as I just noted, will be making his first plate appearance in today's game. 1 ball, no strike, 1 out to the senior third baseman Lamellin.
Got Justin Manus warming up in the Piedmont bullpen.
As I just mentioned, fellow freshman to Tyler Ruin with that submarine action there, press. Lamellin 0 for 1 and only 1 at-bat on the season thus far, as he is now working with an even count, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top half of the 8th inning. That one is sent out to second base. Bartlewski makes a great play. Whitmer cannot get it out of the dirt. And DeJesus throws it down to second. Bartlewski threw it past Whitmer. DeJesus trying to run down the ball there, and not saying it was intentional, but A.J. Miranda, who was on deck, got in the way of DeJesus getting the ball there. If it did come out of your camera view, that is why head coach Justin Scaly is coming out of the dugout to ask home plate umpire about that. Nonetheless, Miranda now at second. Lamellin now at second. Rainey will be over there at third. And stepping into batter's box, designated hitter A.J. Miranda. He had a double in his last at-bat. Ruin get Miranda to send one down the first there. Whitmer will field it, step on first, unassisted out number 2. The Bulldogs will bring across another run there as Rainey will score. And now the score will be 8-4 in favor of the Lions. Difference in this game, errors. Lions, 8 runs on 10 hits, only 1 error. You just seen it right there, the throwing error by Jack Bartlewski. The Bulldogs, on the other hand, 4 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. And those 2 errors made a world of difference there early on in the ball game there, Press.
They did, yeah. Sorry.
Brandon Wegner at the plate now, the senior first baseman, will swing that, and it will go up and out of play here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
My mind was on the game, and I botched that one. My bad.
Top half of the 8th inning. The Bulldogs able to bring one across here. 8-4. Ruin has a chance to limit the damage here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rig him up! Painting the corner there. Freshman Tyler Ruin able to pitch out of trouble and get 2 strikeouts to end the inning. Going to the bottom half of the 8th. Lions still lead 8-4 over the Adrian College Bulldogs. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Always fun up here in the press box at Loudermilk Field. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me, Presley Field on the camera work today for us. Chris Bale on PA. Davis Barlow running the scoreboard for us. Christian Castro. And always thankful for our sports communications staff here at Piedmont College. Danielle Percival, Troy Wyman, and Joe Garwood. Still on the mound here for the Bulldogs, Joe Toth. And Joe Toth, working in 2 innings, has given up 3 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and has 1 earned run.
Now batting number 6, Jack Barlowski.
Bartlewski now up to lead off the inning here. No balls, 1 strike there. We have a new center fielder, Alex Joseph, now out there in center for the Bulldogs. Bartlewski will take that one as well. He will now fall. He will now fall behind in the count 0-2 here. Bartlewski able to foul that one off and up and out of play, staying alive here. You also have a new left fielder, number 14, Nick Rauch.
And the second baseman is 39.
Oh my God. Why did this dude not signal that?
Having a lot of defensive substitutions here. Bartlewski able to chop that one up the middle. And the second baseman, newly subbed in, Michael Swanson, will botch that one. And Bartlewski will reach via the E4 fielding error.
Second baseman, Bulldogs number 39, Michael Swanson.
Still good 2-strike approach there by Bartlewski. Able to put some barrel on it.
Now stepping up to the plate here, cleanup hitter James Whitmer. Whitmer 2 for 4 today, as that one is going to be a little up and inside. That was almost some chin music there, as that is going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Whitmer was actually just named the USA South Decade Athlete of the Week.
Yeah, freshman of the week.
Freshman of the week, yeah.
Brady Ballstedt named the former athlete of the week. Former Lions and current Lions. The USA South Freshmen and Athletes, Decade Athletes of the Week. 1-1 count here to the sophomore, James Whitmer. Roth throws a disgusting curveball there, and that will be 1 ball and 2 strikes now, no outs. Lions 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Bulldogs 4 runs, 10 hits, now 3 errors on the afternoon. Toth, 1-2 delivery up and out of the zone there. Will even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. After a 14-inning marathon last night, the Lions came out and played prepared and motivated today, up by 4 runs here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Offense, the name of the game, 20 combined hits, 12 combined runs. Hit and run action there. Joseph will catch it in center, and he will overthrow the first baseman, Bartlewski, who was at second. Will be able to get back as Joseph throwing it back in to Wegner, overthrew him. 1 out. Now stepping up to the plate, center fielder number 26, Carter Ballstedt. Ballstedt on the afternoon. Stay hot, young man. 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, an RBI, a single, and a run scored, along with the swiping of 2 stolen bases. And Brady Ballstedt might have been the Decade Athlete of the Week, but I think the current Carter Ballstedt needs to be the current USA South Player of the Week.
Probably will be. Moving forward.
0-1 count to Ballstedt. Toth delivers there. Puts one in the dirt. That's going to even count at 1 ball and 1 strike here to the junior center fielder from Gainesville, Georgia. Down there at first, Bart Lutzke reached via a leadoff E4. Ballstat waiting on the 1-1. Sends an absolute rocket in a left center field. Bart Lutzke will round second and stay there. Carter Ballstat, his 4th hit of the afternoon. 4 for 5 today. Flex on him, young man. Having an absolute incredible ball game. Now stepping up to the plate, the sophomore shortstop, number 14, Scott Lyon, 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a strikeout and a ground out today as well. Lyon will take that one for a first pitch ball. 1-0 count here to Lyon. And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if Scott could put one out into a cap and bring home some insurance runs here for the Lions in the home half of the 8th with the 1 out. Toth, 1-0 delivery. Lyon takes a big hack at that one, cannot connect. That will even count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Scott's been putting some good swings together so far today. Just hasn't been quite able to put one out there for a hit yet.
Toth delivers here. Lyon sends one in the air, right center field. Joseph closes in on it for out number 2. Bart Lutzke thought about tagging. We'll stay at second. Everyone stays home. Ballstat at first. Bart Lutzke at second. Stepping up to the plate, junior third baseman Connor Jelly. 0 for 3 today with a walk, a strikeout, and 2 flyouts. He also has swiped a bag as well. Jelly looking to get his first hit of today's game. A really good defensive third baseman down there. He has showed the leather today. As he will take that pitch. 1 ball, no strikes here. 2 outs. The bottom half of the 8th inning.
Yeah, Jelly been playing really good defense as of late the last couple games. Really been solid over there at the hot corner.
One of the best infield arms probably in D3 baseball. At the plate now, trying to extend the Lions' lead. 1-0 pitch. I'll leave them to count at 1 ball and 1 strike there. 2 outs. Home half of the 8th. 8-4 ball game here. The Bulldogs have clawed out 4 runs in the last 2 innings. Still 8-4 ball game. Jelly sends that one down the right field line. It is fair. Bart Lutzke will score. Ballstat coming around third. No throw. And Connor Jelly will extend the Lions' lead now to 6. A 2-run, 2-out single in the bottom half of the 8th inning. The Lions are now up 10-4. And as they like to say, Chris Bell, everybody eats here today at Louder Milk Field.
What a play there.
A great opposite field hit for Connor Jelly.
I wasn't sure if that was going to be called fair or foul. It's hard to tell from up here.
Well, what it looked like from up here, I don't know if you at home were able to see that, but it looked like it hit the foul line down there. And there's a wild pitch as Jelly will round second, but he will stay there. Jelly advances to second on the wild pitch, and Toth has lost his command now.
Because the error at second, it should have been an out, and now we're at 2, so the inning should be over. Anything after that point.
10 runs on 12 hits, 1 error for the Lions now. 4 runs on 10 hits and 3 errors for the Bulldogs. We're going to do it all again tomorrow. If the score does hold, we'll have a rubber match here, 5 p.m. at Louder Milk Field. And you can catch all the action right here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. That one almost hit Swindell. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. The Lady Lions, go ahead there, Preston.
I was just going to say those 2 runs, those 2 insurance runs are real big. You never know what teams could muster up there in 9th inning.
2-0 delivery to Swindell. He will take that one. Count now stands at 3 balls and no strikes. Swindell with 3 walks on the day thus far, looking for his 4th. Women's lacrosse will be on the Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube as they play at 7 p.m. tonight here in Demorest against Oglethorpe University. Women's soccer will also be here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Baseball again at 5 p.m. Women's basketball in the semifinals of the USA Southwestern Division Tournament will host Brevard College at 6 p.m. You can catch all of those games right here on Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Swindell takes that pitch for 3 balls and 1 strike there. 5th-year senior, 1 for 1 today, 3 runs scored, 3 walks, and 2 stolen bases. Takes a big hack at that one, and that'll now run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the home half of the 8th inning.
See if Swindy can put one out there in the outfield with Jelly having pretty good speed out there, possibly score him.
And another insurance run obviously would not hurt at all. 3-2 delivery from Toth. Swindell takes it. Unprecedented. That is his 4th walk today, Presley Field.
Well, he's got great plate discipline, so doesn't surprise me. But
an amazing day at the plate. 4 walks from Zach Swindell, 5th-year senior, having an amazing day out there. Another young man having an amazing day for the Lions, junior designated hitter Harrison Treywick, today being his first start on the season. 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Harry, as he's known to by his teammates, is playing great today, swinging the good old aluminum, very good up there at the plate, as he'll take that one to start the count at 1-0.
Had a good sack bunt earlier as well.
Yes.
Putting 2 runners in scoring position.
He did. He had about the 2 opposites you can have in a game. Had a sack bunt and then almost hit one out of the park. He will swing at that one and out, even up to count at 1 ball and 1 strike here in the home half of the 8th inning with 2 outs. Sun is beginning to set over beautiful Demorest, Georgia. The lights have come on. It is a brisk 46 degrees still here in Demorest, as now the count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes here, 2 outs.
Wind has also seemed to die.
It has. It has. The wind is not with us anymore.
Nope.
Closing in on 3 hours complete here at Loudermilk Field. That will be a drop pitch there from Johnson. Jelly and Swindell will both advance up a bag. Now 2 runners in scoring position, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. That's being the 7th time Deuce has been wild today, and the 3rd time of the Presley Field Deluxe Edition. Kind of stumbling over those syllables there.
You botched it.
I botched it, as Presley would say. 2-2 delivery to Treywick. He watches that one, and the home plate umpire will ring him up for strike number 3 and out number 3. Heading to the top of the 9th inning here, Lions hold a commanding lead 10-4. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Defensive substitution out there in left field. The sophomore Tyler Smith has come in here to finish the game in left, replacing Tyler Sheely there. At the top of the lineup, Tyler Roon, the freshman, still out there on the mound at the plate. Leading us off here, the catcher Dylan Johnson for the Bulldogs. And he will take ball number 1 there to start the top half of the 9th inning. Johnson 2 for 3 today with an RBI and a double.
Got a combined 22 hits this game.
22 hits, 14 runs, and 4 errors combined between both teams. Yesterday, only had a combined 7 runs, and we had a combined 19 hits. And that was 14 innings worth of baseball. Johnson sends that one out of play. Roon now ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Definitely has been either a combination of the bats waking up and some guys missing their spots out there on the mound today, and has led to a scoring outburst by the Lions. And not to discredit the Bulldogs, they put 4 on the board themselves. Roon will hit Johnson there, obviously not intentional, on a 1-2 count. He will jog down to first. Now up for the Bulldogs will be Alex Joseph. Joseph, a defensive substitution, making his first plate appearance in today's game.
Yeah,
Presley, out of the 3 pitchers we've seen today, with Peyton Irvin being the starter, Ryan Cox coming in, and now Tyler Roon, what has this Piedmont pitching staff done to keep the Bulldogs at bay for most of the game?
Well, they've just continued to get count leverage, and
that one is sent out to shortstop. 6-4.
ooh.
No 3 on that one. Put out at second, though, as Bartlewski just ate it, making the right decision there. That will be the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the lineup here, we have a pinch hitter for the shortstop, Thomas Miller. That will be number 24, Brandon Baldus. That is going to be strike number 1 there. Roon getting ahead here early with the 1 out. Baldus is a graduate student from Saline, Michigan. He began his career in 2016 at Adrian, playing in 4 games of the 2016 season. Did not appear in a game in 2017 or 2018. Played in 13 games in 2019, 17 games last year in 2020, and has appeared in 3 games thus far in 2021. He is now ahead in the count here, 2 balls and 1 strike. Baldus 10 for 53 in his career. He scored 6 runs. He's had 2 doubles, 9 RBIs. He's walked 8 times. He's struck out 18 times, 1 stolen base, and that all equals up to a career average of 189, a 273 on base percentage. As he puts that one up in the air, Whitmer cannot catch it, as it was in foul territory, but still in play, and that will end up count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It's not very often we see a graduate student playing. Pretty cool.
It is very cool here at Presley Field. Baldus has the count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. A graduate student versus a freshman out there on the mound, Tyler Roon. And now the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ted Helgeson, freshman first baseman. Ogan Helgeson's dad has just informed us here in the booth that Zach Swindell's 4 walks on the day has tied a school record here at Piedmont College. That ball will split the letters of the Loudermilk field sign, fall down into the crowd. Count is full, and we'll do that yet again.
4 walks, man.
4 walks. Swendy only having 1 at bat today, and he was able to capitalize with a single. Other 4 plate appearances all resulted in walks. Full count delivery. Baldus will strike out. Tyler Roone pitching very well out there since coming in the game. That is out number 2. 3rd strikeout of the game for Roone. Now stepping up to the plate here. Traven Grosser stepping up to the plate. Traven Grosser from Portland, Michigan. DeJesus sends one down. Lyon cannot grab it there, so Joseph will steal a bag here. Roone falls behind an account here, 1 ball and no strikes.
It's interesting seeing them steal a bag right there, being down 6. Stealing a bag was not even a thought that it was occurring in my mind.
And I think that's kind of what caught Piedmont off guard a little bit there. Roone 1-0 delivery. Grosser will watch that one. Good plate discipline there. 2 balls and no strikes with 2 outs here. Grosser, 10th at bat on the season here. He's played in 3 games. No hits yet. Has an RBI. Has struck out 5 times. He sends that one up in the air. Jelly going to give a run after it, but it will be out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Bulldogs down to their final out here in the top of the 9th inning. For just joining us, been an offensive outburst, rather should I say, for the Lions, putting 10 runs on the board on 12 hits. And now Roone has got the Bulldogs down to their final strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And you guessed it, 2 outs here as Deuce is wild for the 8th time in today's game. And hopefully Tyler Roone can end the game on this pitch. 2-2 delivery. Grosser gets a good piece of it, but it will go left of the 3rd base bag and foul. So for potentially one final time, we will do the 2-2 tango yet again. Noah Aaron gets a good cheer from the crowd after hustling.
He's got some fans.
Yeah, he's got a fan club. The junior outfielder has some fans for sure. 2-2 tango yet again. Roone puts that one in the dirt. DeJesus fires one to second base. No one was there. Ballstat would get it in center field. Gets it back in. Joseph will advance to 3rd on that. DeJesus throwing it to the bag, not to a person, and there was no one covering the bag there. So now full count, 2 outs. Joseph on 3rd. Grosser standing at the dish. Roone trying to end the game for the Lions right here. 3-2 delivery. Grosser stings one down the right field line, but it'll go about 3 feet foul. As Traven Grosser about to see the 11th pitch of this at bat here. He is staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Looks like John Travolta out there staying alive. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Tyler Roone again is going to attempt to throw the last pitch of this game. And that one is in the dirt. So the Bulldogs will stay alive for at least another few pitches here. Now stepping up to the plate for Adrian Nick Rauch. Rauch, who started in yesterday's ball game, making his first appearance in today's game as he came in as a defensive replacement, now making his first plate appearance in today's game. 2 outs, 2 ducks on the pond for the Bulldogs, both at the corners. 2 outs. Rauch at the plate. Roone's going to throw in there. DeJesus drops. It's called a strike anyway. No balls, 1 strike.
Got to get ahead and stay ahead here. Get this final out.
Staying in good pitchers counts is what the Lions pitching rotation has done all day long. Peyton Irvin in line to get the win. It'll be his second win of the season as he went 6 1/3, 3 earned runs, gave up 8 hits, did not walk a Bulldog, struck out 8 Bulldogs as well. And yet again, the Bulldogs are down to their final strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Home, top half, of the 9th inning. Ryan Cox came in, was able to get a 4-6-3 double play in 2/3 of work. That one is sent out to right field. The Bulldogs will stay alive yet again. They will score a run. Off into Nick Rout's single. Alex Joseph coming around to score. As Grosser now at third. Runners again at the corners. Bulldogs not going away yet. Score is now 10-5. Stepping up to the plate here for the Bulldogs. Again, making his first plate appearance in today's game is going to be Michael Swanson. He was substituted in defensively at second base. Tyler Roon has gotten the Bulldogs out to their final strike twice. But the Dogs keep on fighting. And yet again, we'll start a Adrian College batter with the first pitch strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here.
He's done a good job of getting ahead of these hitters. They're very well coached, and they're good 2-strike hitters. So
a very good team. Adrian College is that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Head coach Craig Rainey knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two in his 28th season. Graduated from Adrian College in 1989. Bulldogs ranked 19th in the latest Division III baseball rankings. Their starting shortstop Thomas Miller named D3Baseball.com National Player of the Week for his performance this past weekend against Birmingham Southern College. A great baseball team down to their final strike here in Demorest, Georgia at Loudermilk Field. That one is sent out to right field. Swindell hustling in on it, and he will catch out number 3. The Lions tie up the series here, 1 apiece now as they beat Adrian College 10-5 in 9 innings, may I add, tonight. Not like 14 last night, a much shorter ball game. Go ahead and jump into that post-game show here, Presley Field. Lions, 10 runs on 12 hits, 2 errors. The Bulldogs, 5 runs on 11 hits, 3 errors. Peyton Irvin gets his second W of this young season.
Yeah, he did a real good job out there on the mound. Having those 3 earned runs later in his outing really doesn't quite describe the outing he had. He stranded a lot of runners in a few innings, and that's a key part of being able to be a successful pitcher, is stranding those runs when they get good hits and other things like that. But he did a really good job on the mound today.
Great job. Ryan Cox comes in behind him 2/3 of an inning, and then Tyler Roon comes in and closes us out. 2 innings pitched, gives up 2 hits, walks 1, strikes out 3 Bulldogs, and had 1 earned run as well. At the plate for the Lions, Carter Ballstad. Stay on fire, young man. He's had a great first 7 games, and the 8th game of 2021 might just be his best yet. 4 for 5, 2 runs scored, an RBI double, and 2 stolen bases. Carter Ballstad is a monster, Presley Field.
He is, and he can really do it all. He's one of those 5-tool guys, or 6-tool with him being able to pitch, and he's somebody you want to watch almost every game. He's probably going to do something incredible.
Adrian College Bulldogs also had a pretty good day at the plate, getting 5 across. And their leadoff man, Thomas Miller, we mentioned him multiple times, 3 for 4 today with an RBI and a double. And Ty Peck, the man in the 9-hole, we mentioned in pregame show, had another great game again out there, the starting center fielder, 2 for 3 today with an RBI double as well. So it's going to be an interesting rubber match tomorrow. Jacob Valeroy set to go on the bump for the Lions. He's usually the Game 2 starter of the series. Got flipped. Peyton Irvin started today, Game 2. Game 3, Jacob Valeroy will be going tomorrow at 5 p.m. against the Bulldogs. What do you expect out of Val as he goes out there tomorrow?
Well, what I'm expecting from Val is, the same as every other pitcher on this staff, just to continue to get ahead in counts, and that's going to be his biggest thing. Is he's trying to go out there and stay out there longer than his other previous few outings going back to last season. So he's got to get ahead, stay ahead, keep that pitch count down, and I'm expecting that from him tomorrow.
Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. It'll be right here, 5 p.m. Adrian College Bulldogs versus Piedmont College Lions tomorrow evening. Final score 10-5 here at Louder Milk Field. Don't go anywhere, though. Women's lacrosse on Piedmont College Athletics up next at 7 p.m. Thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you to Chris Bell on camera, Davis Barlow, PA, Christian Castro, scoreboard, and Troy Wyman, Joe Garwood, and Danielle Percival for the best athletic communications in Division III sports. All of you, please stay safe out there. Go Lions, and may God bless you all.